is a Fox Sports Southwest presentation.
Reunion Arena, and the Lakers make their final appearance here of the season without Shaquille O'Neal. Good evening, everyone. Jim Durham with Bob Ortega. Welcome to our Mavericks telecast tonight. The Mavericks, who had a tough ball game here the other night against Phoenix and went down to defeat in overtime by 1, but what a game for Martin Millsap.
He came off the bench, Millsap did, and really impacted the ball game. He had 18 points in 19 minutes. He also had 6 rebounds to go along with that. He was 6 out of 11 from the field, 1 out of 2 on his threes, and 5 out of 7 at the free throw line. He can get to the basket. He can finish. He recovered the ball right there. It looked like it was going to get away from him. And he can back up behind the 22-foot three-point line and drain that one, too. Watch this move here, a little spin move. Down inside, spin back, up, uses the glass well. Millsap giving every indication that he may be able to hang around with this Dallas Maverick team. He came from Miami in the Jamal Mashburn deal, and Millsap was very, very encouraging.
He is becoming a popular favorite here in Reunion Arena. And on the other side tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers, a former popular favorite here in Reunion, George McLeod, and he'll have his backers in attendance here tonight.
Yeah, he still is a popular favorite. There's no question about that. George McLeod has won a lot of fans in Dallas. You see McLeod's numbers in 26 starts this season. Keep in mind that for this year, George McLeod is shooting 38% on his threes, and he's shooting a very impressive 83% at the free throw line. McLeod's getting more and more comfortable with what it is Del Harris wants at the offensive end of the floor, and once McLeod settles in and shoots that perimeter shot for the Lakers, when Shaquille O'Neal gets back, he'll be a real factor heading into the playoffs.
And they're hoping to have Shaq back around the 1st of April, so they'll have 2.5 to 3 weeks to get Shaq and Robert Horry back into the mix before the playoffs start for LA. But when you talk about McLeod and Millsap, you're talking about a couple of guys who bring a lot of effort to the floor. The fans here in Dallas really appreciate that, and that's why they've really come to love the game of Eric Strickland. I mean, this kid, Bob, I don't think he'll be seeing any more action in the CBA.
Well, I would have to agree. If he does end up back in the CBA, somebody needs to go to a doctor for a checkup, because this guy loves to play. Well, that's live TV, folks. I do have it, and Strickland didn't throw it. I'm not giving it back either. They just take it back. Strickland's going to hang around a while. He's physical, strong, plays hard, and gets the job done, and he likes to play.
Speaking of guys who like to play and play hard and show up every night, we're talking about Chris Arnold, folks, and Chris is down at the other end. What's happening, Chris?
Well, Jim, how do you overcome overtime loss to Phoenix, a double overtime loss to Minnesota? We'll talk with Samaki Walker, the forward of the team, about the team mentality right now, and we'll also talk about that power forward situation and how he likes his new teammates, all coming up in a little bit.
Well, before we send it away, perhaps a little bit of an update here. Derek Harper is scheduled to miss the ball game tonight, but it looks like Robert Pack will be in uniform.
Yeah, you don't like to lose Harper because of that experience again, and especially if the ball game is close. But these fans, I think, anxious to see Robert Pack. He played the other night in Houston, but did not play against Phoenix. So we'll see if Pack is ready to go.
All right, the Mavs and the Lakers are ready to go from Reunion. We'll have tonight's game after these messages. Fox Sports Southwest presents Mavericks basketball, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines. By the Gatorade Company. You live life, you're going to get thirsty. Life is a sport. Drink it up. By the Discover card. It's time to discover the card that pays you back. And by the Coors Light Wide Mouth Can. Tap the Rockies with a smoother pour. And by Southwestern Bell. Yes, it's that simple.
You, and you
have the right to play sports until the cows come home.
You have the right to assemble.
You have the right to be equipped.
You have the right to free speech.
But anything you say can be held against you.
That's life.
Liberty.
And the pursuit of the goal.
But you don't have the right to remain thirsty.
Not when there's Gatorade.
Because every athlete has the right to be quenched.
These are your rights.
Now get out there and exercise them.
Life is a sport.
Drink it up.
I want boom, dot, boom, doom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
In Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, people drive for miles around just to see Don Ballard. Because when it comes to car repair, well, there's not much he can't fix. You see, Don's the type of guy who believes that doing a job right and saving money go hand in hand. So he begins each job with a trip to AutoZone. Sure, it's a 20-mile drive. There are other parts stores along the way. But for Don, when it comes to getting the right part for the right price, there's just no place better than AutoZone.
This is just the beginning. Robot domination? Living on Mars? Teleportation? Immortality? Alien life? I'm Gillian Anderson. Join me on Future Fantastic.
On Science Frontiers, premiering August week, 10 Pacific, 8 Mountain on TLC.
Adventures for your mind.
Beautiful day for baseball. At AIG, one of our jobs is ensuring your favorite Major League Baseball teams and the stadiums they play in. We ensure the hot dogs you eat there and the satellite broadcasting the game. AIG ensures the gloves, bats, the balls, and fortunately, the cars in the lot. AIG, ensuring your work, life, and everything in between.
Chances are you know someone who's had a stroke. It's our nation's third leading cause of death. That's why it's important for you to know the warning signs. If you or someone close to you experiences sudden numbness on one side of the body, sudden loss of vision, or loss of speech, or trouble understanding others, seek help immediately. These people did just that, and they're among the 3 million Americans who are alive today after having a stroke.
You're watching Dallas Mavericks basketball on Fox Sports Southwest.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal, of course, out with an injury for the Los Angeles Lakers, but they are not without an all-star. Eddie Jones performing very well for this team at the two-guard spot.
I think a couple of years ago when Jones came into the league, you could tell that this was going to be an outstanding player. And as you mentioned, he was an NBA All-Star this year. He's a very athletic shooting guard who plays both ends of the floor, and a guy that has tremendous quickness and anticipation. He is just a real handful, whether he's playing defense or playing offense. And if Jim Clemens decides to match up Michael Finley against Eddie Jones, watch that one, folks, because that'll be a great contest.
Sparks will fly there. Two great athletic players would be matched up with each other. All right, before the ball game tonight, Chris Arnold had a chance to visit with Samaki Walker.
Jim, with Maverick power forward Samaki Walker. Samaki, how have you adjusted to your new teammates, and how are you guys getting along right now?
I think the adjustment process went really well. All the guys have cooperative attitudes, want to come in and play, and I think everything is going fairly good right about now. Adjusting to them, pretty good. Everybody's trying to mesh. I think we've been able to put some things together for the time we've been allowed so far.
And what about that forward spot? You got some help in there. AC Green, Martin Mursev's a 4, but he also plays a little 3. Guys got some good things going right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. In Miami, he didn't really get a chance to play a lot because of some of the other players in the squad. I think here he's going to be able to bloom and blossom a lot. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of skills that a lot of people haven't seen yet, and I'm looking forward to him to really stepping up. I think he's always going to be able to contribute and help off the bench.
Now, I didn't mention Kurt Thomas, but he may come back towards the end of the season. How's his progress coming on?
I think he's coming along good. I mean, he's in rehab every day. Of course, he hasn't been traveling, so he's been getting a lot of extra time in rehab on his foot, and it's coming along fast. So, I mean, I don't know whether he'll be back this season or not. You know, I'm not the doctors, but I can't say like he's coming back, having a great comeback.
Now let's talk about tonight's game. You guys take on the Lakers again. Coming off of that hard 27-point lead and loss, how are you guys feeling right now? Because you only had a day or two to absorb it and think about it and forget it.
Well, I think that's all it takes. It doesn't take a long time for that to absorb in and know you lost, a 27-point lead. It hurts, and that's what we done. I think you got to learn from that. You get experience like that, you learn from it, analyze it, and you know that you don't want to go through that again. So you come back and practice and work hard the next day. You review the films, find out what went wrong, and try to correct it. And I think that's what we've been doing the last couple of days. Physically, I think everybody's fine. I think at this stage of the season, especially for the younger players, it's mental anyway.
All right, thanks a lot, Samaki Walker. Jim, now back to you.
Bradley. At guard in his third year from Arizona, number 6, Khalid Reed. And at guard, a rookie from Nebraska, number 20, Eric Strickland. Head coach for the Mavericks, Jim Clemens. His assistant, Butch Spears.
Southwest Airlines starting lineups tonight for the visiting Lakers. George McLeod and Travis Knight at the forwards. Elden Campbell in the middle doing an outstanding job in the absence of Shaquille O'Neal. Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones are the Laker guards. The Mavericks with Finley, Green, and Bradley up front. Khalid Reeves and Eric Strickland at the guard line.
And we understand that Robert Pack is, oh, you guys are bad. Wait a minute, you can't catch me in a situation like that. What are you trying to do? Oh, we understand Robert Pack is going to play. We don't know how much, but Pack's ready to go.
I was wondering who that man was sitting next to me.
Hey, nobody. I'm not going to tell you.
Nice look. Guy asked you when you signed your new contract, you want $1 million or a nose full of nickels?
It may be worth a nose full of nickels.
There's George McLeod making his first start for the Lakers. Here's how tough it was for George. He was traded, as you know, to New Jersey initially by the Mavericks. Then, on the trading deadline day, he was sent to the Lakers. So he went from Saturday night, February 15th, when he played for the Mavericks against the Utah Jazz, to Sunday afternoon, February 23rd, until he played his next game, which was for the Lakers.
And how do you describe going from New Jersey to La La Land?
You stand up and cheer because George has a chance with this team to go deep into the playoffs.
All right, well, Reunion Arena's been an awful lot of fun in the last couple of weeks. Let's see if that happens here again tonight. So stay tuned, folks. It's competitive and it's entertaining.
Bradley and Campbell, and it's McLeod controlling the tip for L.A. Nick Van Exel guarded by Reeves. That means that Strickland is matched up with Eddie Jones. Campbell against A.C. Green. And the Lakers have the lead. Only Byron Scott and Campbell are left besides from the team that A.C. played with in Los Angeles. And Scott had to come back to be on this team. That team went to the finals in '91. Reeves missing and Campbell the rebound. That was the last time a Laker team went to the championship round. Elden Campbell makes the move on Green, strong, and the basket is good. The whistle was for a goaltend call. So Elden Campbell, who scored 40 against Patrick Ewing a week ago Sunday, off to a great start here.
Look for the Lakers. Look at the Lakers in that half-court trap press. They're very effective with that. That really gets them going.
Because of what happened to them in Indianapolis the other day, they need this one.
Yeah, this is almost a must ball game for the Lakers. I mean, and they know that the Mavericks have been affected a little bit by trapping situations. Minnesota did it. Phoenix did it and had some success. And the Lakers do it anyway. So that combined with the fact that the Mavericks must handle it, we'll see how that goes.
Campbell has it again against A.C. Green. And Campbell missing there. They rebounded Green. Tipped away by Reeves, but he's called for a reach-in foul. Khalid Reeves with the game's first personal.
Bradley's going to have to come over and help out a little bit against Campbell, especially when he puts the ball on the floor and starts that move one-on-one.
George McLeod brings it into Van Exel. Lakers the ball in a 4-0 lead. George against Finley. It's Campbell working on AC Green again. Elden Campbell with the first 6 for LA.
Campbell's tough down low, folks. He's 6'11", 260 pounds. They're going to give it to him.
Reeves guarded by Van Exel. Bradley swings the hook up over Campbell.
Oh my. There is so much promise in that move and that shot and that young man.
Nick Van Exel, who's been known to stroke a 3 or 2 in Reunion Arena. And it is a 9-2 lead for the Lakers.
Yeah, Van Exel, by the way, likes to shoot the ball in Reunion Arena. He's making a lot of threes in here.
They swarm Bradley. Now it's Eric Strickland off the pull-up move.
That's a smart play. Don't take the ball to the defense. Take it to the basket when you can. But if the defense is waiting there, you pull up and shoot the jumper.
Eddie Jones wheels on Reeves. He knew Strickland didn't have him that time. Eddie Jones with a quick move. Well, I guess that's redundant. Any move that Eddie Jones makes is quick.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything slowly. I bet he gets out of bed quickly in the morning.
He's got his club up 11-4. Strickland with 9 to shoot on a 3-try over Jones. Missed it badly. Cleared by Campbell.
That's not a good look, and that's why that shot ends up that way. Strickland would like to have that back.
Van Exel with 16 to shoot. Reeves guarding him.
Right now the Lakers are 5 out of 6. Uh-oh.
McLeod slipped the pick and has an open look. The rebound to Bradley. 3 minutes into the game, the Lakers in front 11-4. Michael Finley called for the walk, trying to make the drive on McLeod.
Might not be a bad idea to try and attack McLeod with Finley. Make George cover Finley with that quickness and that explosiveness to the basket.
Van Exel.
Double pick down low for Jones that time.
George McLeod going to the hoop, turned away right at the iron, and now it's the Mavericks on the move. Reeves. Here's Finley, strong to the hoop for the hammer.
See, I think Eddie Jones blocks that shot if he goes to the glass. But Finley did not do that. He went all the way to the iron.
Elden Campbell blocked by Bradley. Travis Knight comes down with it and gives it up to Jones. Now they're down to 9 on the shot clock. Eddie Jones trying to shake Strickland. Van Exel leaves it for Knight. Rebounded by Strickland.
Mavericks got to get it going full court.
And that means Strickland. Oh, man, he got clobbered to the floor, and the foul is on Knight.
You know, that's another thing that Strickland does well. He absorbs contact well. He takes his licks. Watch him take one here. Ouch. Michael Finley on the break. Khalid Reeves in the middle. Coming right at you. Kaboom.
Sideline out of bounds for the Mavs, and Finley flips to Bradley. It's 11-6 Lakers.
Anybody came to the game not awake, they're awake now.
That's Strickland connecting again. Eric Strickland with 4 points already.
Finley almost had to steal on the inbounds play.
Van Exel controlling. The thing about the Mavericks that their trades did for them is they really, here's a foul on Campbell setting a pick. They really were able to upgrade their athleticism. And here's why you have to do it. When you get good, meaning Dallas, here's the team you're going to have to deal with to win a title, the Lakers.
Because they're young.
Yes.
And Exel, Jones, remember that Robert Horry and O'Neal are not here.
Yep. You have to, get ready as a franchise to play them, not Seattle or Chicago or Houston. Those teams probably won't be contending by the time the Mavericks get good enough to contend.
Yeah, it's how do we get out of the Western Conference? The way out of the Western Conference in the future is going to be through L.A.
Campbell with Green on him. Van Exel with 9 to shoot. Shoots over AC Green. Rebound loose. Knight knocked it to the floor. Reeves ahead to Finley. He's got another one.
Clever play by Finley. That time he had to come up and under to protect the ball. He's made 2 very good decisions in transition.
6 points in a row for the Mavericks as they cut it to 1. Elden Campbell against Green. Shot clock at 11. The rebound The Mavericks with a chance in the lead. 6:55 left in the first.
Bradley was very close to being illegal that time when they lifted Campbell.
Now Bradley shoots from out front. Lakers have it as Jones tapped to Van Exel. Eddie Jones comes up shooting, no good for three. Michael Finley controls for the Mavs.
You see his quickness get the ball back. He missed it the first time, but his quickness was able to enable.
Oh, a nice lob into Bradley. His shot blocked though by Campbell as Bradley was off balance.
Not a bad play though. Good idea by Finley.
A few more weeks of playing together, that play, they'll hook up on that one.
Well, I think what Bradley is encountering right now is a team that has more confidence in him than what he's used to.
That's a good point.
So Bradley's not accustomed to people giving him the ball a lot, and this team's looking for him.
Timeout taken, 6:10 left for the first. 1 point lead for the Lakers.
Coors Light, the silver bullet. It's frost brewed to tap the clean taste of the Rockies.
Hey, where'd you come from?
The Hall of Fame, my man. You guys look bigger on TV.
Jane, make sure you've got the right book. Not that one, swab it. Remember what happened before. I know hair grows back. The bagger at the market said you look cool.
Always look for the yellow band and make sure it's Swabips.
Well, I'm sure it was hard, to explain to your daughter why she couldn't have it done too. Good. The purple is almost gone.
Last time these two teams met, Brett Hull scored 3 goals and led the Blues to a 6-4 upset. Now, Modano and our #1 stars want to stop them in their tracks and show the Blues we don't make the same mistake twice. The Blues duel the Stars, Wednesday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Coming up for the Mavs next Tuesday, the Knicks are here for a 7:30 game. On Thursday, it's Boston. And on Tuesday, March 18th, the Washington Bullets will be here.
Michael Finley in transition. Once again, Khalid Reeves delivers the ball. Finley with the finish up and under that time rather than the dunk. Finley here tries to get the alley-oop pass to Sean Bradley down. Not a bad idea. Elden Campbell with a block, but you've got to try things like that.
Robert Pack making his home court Mavericks debut as he enters the lineup in place of Khalid Reeves, who has picked up 2 fouls. Elden Campbell with 6 points already for the Lakers, and his free throw percentage of 70%, much better than that of Shaquille O'Neal, which is 46%. In fact, if you take Shaq's free throwing away from LA, of this group, they're a 75% shooting team.
That's a real interesting point. The other night at the guard positions, it was Jason Kidd and Kevin Johnson. Tonight it's Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones, now against Pack and Strickland. That's a good matchup too.
Lakers showing the trap. Strickland, little shake and bake move.
Well, he left him standing, I'll tell you.
And now the Lakers are caught in an illegal defense. First of the game.
First of the game for the Lakers.
Finley to throw in for the Mavs. 5:58 left in the first.
I'll mention it very early on. The Mavericks must attack the basket like that.
Eric Strickland has 6 points already.
Against that half-court trap, you attack the basket. Don't worry about attacking the defense. You have to take care of the ball, but you attack the hole.
Knight pulls it away against Bradley. 9 on the shot clock. George McLeod, first attempt from 3-point range, and the Mavericks have it with a chance at the lead. Pack already down defending, feeds Finley underneath. Michael Finley on a hook over Campbell.
Robert Pack with the assist. Outstanding pass.
Mavericks have the lead at 14-13.
Jim, I don't even see Harper on the bench.
Campbell missing. Finley the rebound, out on the push. Now it's Pack blowing to the hoop. Oh yeah, Robert Pack on the layup.
Here they come. The Lakers quickly back down the floor.
I tell you what, there aren't many teams who can match the Lakers in quickness, but we may be seeing one tonight. Finley again.
This is what the Mavericks did for 3 quarters the other night in building a 27-point lead against Phoenix.
14 to shoot. Eric Strickland.
That's good. That's a good shot for Bradley.
Wide open look. AC Green battling inside. Eddie Jones came out with it, and a foul on Bradley. Sean Bradley called for his first.
Well, the foul wasn't called until Eddie Jones went down. I'm not denying the foul, but it was not called until Eddie Jones went down. Bradley misses the jumper right here. Lakers get the ball back. AC Green almost had it.
Well, I don't mean to be blunt, but he's in the game. Corey Blunt guarding Bradley. Nick Van Exel sticks the 3. Second one already for Van Exel, and the Lakers pull even at 16.
Van Exel has that great range, and he shoots the ball with ease.
Also Jerome Kersey in for LA. Here's Pack to the hoop, and a reach-in foul on Elden Campbell.
Elden Campbell is second.
2 fouls on Campbell.
Robert Pack gets down inside, but once again he grabs that right side. He grabs those ribs when he goes up. Watch him there. See him grab it? He's had problems with that, and he's grabbing it again right now at the free throw line. I'm afraid that right side is still bothering him. He's been so anxious to get out here and play in front of these Maverick fans.
Pack with the free throw. 2 fouls on Campbell, and here comes Sean Rooks, the former Maverick, in to replace Campbell.
Everybody that comes in here has got a former Maverick or 2 or 3. I mean, no wonder they call this place Reunion Arena.
Oh, very good. Pack gets ready with that second one. Pack with 4 points off the Dallas bench, and the Mavs lead by 2.
Roger Hines, the Maverick trainer, very carefully watching Robert Pack,
who is very carefully watching Nick Van Exel.
You better watch him carefully. Whoa, that's why.
Van Exel gets it away, and he's cooking early. 8 points for Van Exel.
When you're moving toward the basket, oh, look at that move.
Pack driving the lane, and another foul. This one's on Van Exel.
Foul by Nick Van Exel.
You see that quickness? That quickness of Robert Pack. Watch this right here. See, he beat Van Exel. He took Van Exel. He put him on his backside.
Samaki Walker coming in for the Mavericks, replacing Bradley. AC Green stays, and the Mavs have it in play to Strickland. Eric Strickland, Eddie Jones on him. 15 to shoot. Pack on the hesitation move, sets it up for AC Green. Mavericks lead it 20-18. Van Exel being guarded by Strickland. He kicks it out of bounds.
He won't do that very often, and Van Exel's not a guy you want to get on. That kind of gets him going, Jim. You know that?
At the other end, Jones guards Strickland. 15 to shoot. Strick around the pick by Green. Leaves it for Samaki Walker with a straight-on look. Loose ball rebound to Corey Blunt.
That one didn't end up well.
Oh. Kersey underneath to Rooks, and it's Strickland with a hand in there to pop it out of bounds. A timeout taken. 2:51 left to go in the first. Dallas 20, the Lakers 18.
We love our airline. It's called Southwest. And the things we do when we fly for you make us different from the rest. I get up in the morning, go to work at Southwest, the airline with the Triple Crown style. And all my coworkers are standing up and jogging on the spot. I said, what? They said, come on, we're going the extra mile. We love our airline. We'd never have guessed. We want to give a dozen roses to a 737, because we're crazy about Southwest.
It's possible that he could grow up and break Nolan Ryan's record of 7 no-hitters. Or that someday he'll become an NBA coach like the Mavericks' Jim Clemens. Or he could grow up and break Emmitt Smith's record for rushing touchdowns. Then again, he might just grow up to be a die-hard fan. Either way, we'll be there. Star-Telegram Sports, voted one of the nation's top sports sections. Star-Telegram Sports, it's a winner.
Having your car stolen can be a real blow. You work hard for these things. That's why Farmers Insurance is all about getting things back to the way they once were. From the way policies are written to the way claims are handled, everything we do is about getting you back behind the wheel. It's what we think auto insurance should be about. Let's face it, if somebody really wants your car, they're going to get it. But with Farmers, we can at least help get you back where you belong.
If a Mavs player gets a triple-double tonight, Discover Card will donate $500 to the local chapter of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Discover Card is making wishes come true.
Well, Robert Pack was putting ice on those ribs on the right side during that timeout, but he is coming back out. We understand that it is bothering him. And the big thing with rib injuries, whether they're bruised or broken, is it's hard to breathe. And that's pretty important. You need to breathe, you know?
I hear that. Bradley back into the game for the Mavericks. Green is out. 2:48 left to go in the first. Here's Byron Scott, who's on, feeding Rooks. And a foul on Bradley. Sean Bradley has his second. And Rooks shoots two. Greg Dreiling coming on for the Mavs.
That's Sean Rooks, former Maverick right there. Bradley commits the foul when Rooks went up in the air. Rooks, a good low post player, has an assortment of moves, but that is his game right there. It's defined in the low post. It doesn't go any further than that. Not a bad free throw shooter, but he has never been a good rebounder, shot blocker, or defender.
Rooks hitting on both free throws to tie the game. Pack brings it up against Van Exel. They're showing the half-court trap again, as you see Eddie Jones, who had back spasms at Indianapolis on Sunday. Pack a dish to Strickland for three, and the rebound to Finley. Finley shoots on Corey Blunt. Michael Finley over the taller player. Blunt at 6'10".
Finley's 4 for 4 from the field with 5 rebounds in 10 minutes.
2:09 remaining, and that's Kersey connecting. Jerome Kersey ties the game at 22.
You know, that went away from Jerome Kersey for a couple of years, the last couple of years, Jim, but his game's come back nicely this year.
We're inside of 2 minutes for the first. Dreiling. Robert Pack fires a tough shot because Dreiling was on him.
That had to shoot it over his own man.
He did.
Oh, a little trap out of the Mavericks. I like that.
Corey Blunt has it.
Finley realized that Kersey didn't come back, so he went and helped out defensively.
Now Kersey gives it up to Scott, who had it pop loose. Finley out with a loose ball. Finley driving it hard to the hoop, spins it on Kersey. Oh, nice.
Michael Finley. I don't know when it's going to happen, but he's headed to the All-Star game at some point in his career.
Rooks checked by Walker, rebounded by Dreiling, and now it's Pack. A lob for Samaki Walker and thrown away as Walker didn't seem to be ready for that one.
That's not a bad idea. Michael Finley right here. Kersey tries to bump him, get a body on him. Finley reverses, goes back up with a left hand, and the finish.
Finley with 10 points already. The Mavs lead it by 4. Nick Van Exel launching the three, and he has his third triple of this first quarter.
You cannot come off of him. Can't come off of Van Exel.
11 points for Van Exel. 45 seconds left for the first. Dreiling with Rooks on him. Pack 10 to shoot. Now it's Finley guarded by Kersey. 7 on the shot clock. Finley fires. Rebounded by Rooks. The Lakers come back with a chance at the lead. Van Exel.
I thought he was going to try to beat him right there.
Hard to beat Pack, but Van Exel on that jackknife move. He's got 13, and the Lakers have taken the lead.
Van Exel's 5 out of 6 in the field, and he loves Reunion Arena.
He's got 3 threes already. Final seconds of the first quarter. No shot clock. 10 seconds left. Pack against Finley, or against Van Exel, I should say, as he had Finley spread on the court wide left, and on the turnover it belongs to the Lakers.
Number 31, O'Bannon.
O'Bannon Bryant coming in. Strickland going out with 5.3 left in the first. Van Exel saving some time. Now making the move on Pack. It's Scott having it blocked away by Finley. First quarter comes to a close and the Lakers lead it. Guess what? A 1-point game. 27-26.
Well, what about a blimp, sir? The Sourdough Jack blimp.
Yeah, that's appetizing. Look, our Sourdough Jack is the most unique burger out there. No one else is combining crunchy grilled sourdough with a big, juicy cheeseburger. This Sourdough Jack could be huge.
Huge.
So how do we spread the word?
How about a website?
Jack, I know some guys. We could spread the word for you.
Light, the silver bullet. It's frost brewed to tap the clean taste of the Rockies. Tap the Rockies! Tap the wide mouth. The Coors Light wide mouth can with a giant opening for a smoother pour.
Hey, basketball fans, now you can try NBA Inside Stuff magazine free. Get inside the locker room and the huddle. See the action up close. Call now and get all the exciting photos and behind-the-scenes stories that let you be an NBA insider. Call now to get your free trial issue. If you like it, you'll get 5 more issues. A whole year of NBA action for over 30% off the cover price. NBA Inside Stuff. Call now for your free trial.
Simple game. Is he serious?
Always.
It's much worse than you think.
We're being ambushed. Abort. They knew we were coming. Do you read me?
This whole operation was a decoy. I can understand you're very upset. You've never seen me very upset.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
This is Fox Sports Southwest.
Now Sunday, when the Mavericks take on the Houston Rockets here at Reunion, the Funslingers, yes, and the Mavericks will be giving away 5,000 Funslingers hoop sets. Slam it. And remember, the game starts at 2 o'clock, not 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Make a note this Sunday, Houston and the Mavericks. Be there. Jim?
All right, Chris, we certainly will. Mavericks within 1. Good ball distribution so far tonight.
Yeah, Mavericks have 9 assists. They've got 12 field goals, 9 of them a result of assists. Reeves with 4 and Pack with 3. And you see the half-court trap.
Strickland out of the game now. Reeves is in. Green exchanges with Pack. 10 to shoot. O'Bannon is in for Finley. 8 on the clock. O'Bannon guarded by Kersey. Rebound Byron Scott. Nick Van Exel with 13 points already. Picked up by O'Bannon. That means Pack against Kersey, and Kersey takes advantage of the mismatch.
Now you've got that mismatch there both ways.
Pack quick drive on Van Exel. Robert Pack has 8. Now it's the Lakers up court in a hurry. Blunt rolls inside, and a foul on O'Bannon. Corey Blunt shoots 2. Ed O'Bannon with his first foul. Nick Van Exel 13 in the first. Elden Campbell had 8. Michael Finley hit his first 5 shots for the Mavs. 57% shooting for Dallas.
People may be wondering about Elden Campbell. He's on the bench. He has 2 fouls. And Del Harris is certainly going to protect Elden Campbell. There he is. He's got a little bit of ice, I guess, on the back of his neck there. But you're going to protect him on the road. You want him in the second half.
You know, Bob, in the absence of Shaquille O'Neal, he's averaging just under 24 points a game.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. He's getting 9 rebounds to go along with it. The shooting percentage is very good, and he's getting a couple of blocks.
3 try by Pack. Hops over the backboard. It belongs to the Lakers, who lead it 31-28. Lakers coming in looking for their 40th win. They are 39-19. And Del Harris, before the injuries set in, maybe was coaching the hottest team in the league. I mean, they had impressive road wins at Seattle and at Houston, at New York. Van Exel. And an illegal defense call on the Mavericks. It's on Reeves, and it's the first of the game against Dallas.
I think Del Harris has been trying to get that for quite some time. Harris stands down there in the corner. There's Del Harris. Good basketball coach, folks.
Van Exel. Checked by Reeves. Scott with 18 to shoot. Here's Rooks against Dreiling. Nice move by Sean Rooks. And the Lakers have a 5-point advantage with 10:24 left to go in the first half.
Starting to create a little bit of room, the Lakers are right now, and you don't want that. You don't want that visiting team to increase that lead.
O'Bannon shoots it on Rooks. Picked out of the air by Blunt.
It's 11-2 run for the Lakers.
Pack guarding Van Exel. Van Exel to Kersey, and on the rebound it's knocked loose by Blunt, out of bounds to the Mavs with 9:53 left in the half.
Excellent defensive rebounding position by AC Green, and he is known for his ability to do that.
Oh man, that's it's out of bounds, but that's the right idea. Robert Pack had a pass set up there for Dreiling in full stride.
That's the pass you want to make. I agree with you completely. You've got to make that pass.
Green the rebound on the miss from the outside by Van Exel. Pack again, head up, surveying the scene. It's O'Bannon. And the rebound to Corey Blunt.
This unit needs Mursep off the bench and his ability to score a little bit.
George McLeod at the scorer's table for the Lakers with 9:22 left to go in the first. Byron Scott over Dreiling. First 2 points tonight for Scott, and the Lakers now have a 7-point lead.
With Strickland and Bradley and Mursep on that bench, Mavericks are struggling offensively.
This 7-point lead for the Lakers equals the largest, 10 on the shot clock for the Mavericks. Pack works around the AC Green pick. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul call. It's on LA. And it's whistled against Jerome Kersey. First foul on Kersey. The Lakers with their first team foul. The Mavericks are taking a timeout. 8:50 left to go in the half. 35-28 Los Angeles.
You and you
have the right to play sports until the cows come home.
You have the right to assemble.
You have the right to be equipped.
You have the right to free speech.
But anything you say can be held against you.
That's life.
Liberty.
And the pursuit of the goal.
But you don't have the right to remain thirsty.
Not when there's Gatorade.
Because every athlete has the right to be quenched.
These are your rights.
Now get out there and exercise them.
Life is a sport.
Drink it up.
Make sure it's the right book. Remember when you use that other yellow pages instead of Schwabibs. I wasn't going to mention the wedding. I know it's a sore subject.
Always look for the yellow band and make sure it's Schwabibs.
Well, there are different kinds of chapels, although I think the photographer did a fine job of not showing the caskets in the wedding pictures.
You've got enough going on in your life. So when it comes to health care, who do you turn to for help? Well, if you're in a health plan that includes Baylor, you can turn to me. I'm a Baylor advisor, here to make doctor referrals, coordinate doctor appointments, and answer questions. Here to help you access Baylor's clinics and health centers. All you have to do is call me. I'm at 1-800-4-BAYLOR.
The Lakers' Eddie Jones, who had back spasms on Sunday's game against Indiana, perhaps that is recurring as he sits in front of the bench. Eddie Jones, one of the top defenders in the league. He's second in steals.
Yeah, Blaylock, who's always up near the top in steals. Eddie Jones, David Wesley out of Boston. Look at there, Wesley and Fox both from the Celtics. And, of course, you always find Gary Payton in that mix someplace.
There's our favorite Martin right there, Martin Mursep. coming off a career night the other night. Into the game for the first time. Michael Finley checking in for the Mavericks as well. Finley, Strickland, Pack, Green, and Mercep. The Lakers on a run here of 13-2 as they've opened up this 7-point lead, which equals the largest. The Mavericks really have some quickness on the floor now, and Eric Strickland nails that outside shot.
Nice job working without the basketball, and when Strickland sits down, Bradley sits down. They really missed those guys out on the floor, and it's real obvious.
Van Exel. Campbell, who's back on for the Lakers, shoots it over Green.
That was good pressure by A.C. Green. A nice defensive job. Mavericks need to get a couple back-to-back.
Finley just beats Byron Scott to the hoop, but nothing there on the reverse. Now it's Scott coming back the other way. Mercep the rebound. Pack's pass is kicked away. Out of bounds. It's last touched by the Mavericks.
Finley got his hand on it when it went by, but once again, Pack being aggressive, trying to make things happen.
7 Dallas turnovers so far. 7:55 left in the half. The Lakers the ball, leading by 5. Van Exel to Blunt. Torrey Blunt against Mercep. 5 to shoot. Van Exel inside pass knocked loose, and Van Exel takes a timeout going out of bounds. Or did he? No, it's out of bounds to the Mavericks.
Yeah, it's a shot clock violation.
No, it was on. It had 1 second left. I thought Van Exel was trying to take the time.
Well, maybe he was out of bounds then.
Yep. Mercep lays it in.
I still really think he's going to end up in Jim Clemens' lineup as a 3 with Finley at a 2 position someday.
12 on the shot clock.
Mercep I'm talking about, folks.
8 to shoot. Byron Scott rocks back, shoots on Strickland. Nope. Rebound Mercep inside of Blunt.
Great position. Mercep with excellent rebounding position.
Pack in a crowd. Saves to Finley. Strickland comes up shooting. Rebound to Campbell. .650 left in the half as Van Exel gives Campbell a straight-on look. Rebounded by Blunt. Now it's George McLeod. And it's Pack with it as the Mavericks come back the other way. Scott on Strickland. Eric Strickland getting the Mavericks into their half-court set. Pack underneath. Nice feed by Strickland.
Oh, excellent pass. And I mean a nice catch by Pack. Strickland actually directed that from the wing position.
You know, this is a little bit like Phoenix. It's almost like the Mavericks have 2 point guards out there now. Timeout taken. Lakers 6:18 left to go. The Mavs have scored 6 in a row to cut it to 1. We're in the second quarter.
Houston, how many miles are we flying?
900,000. Copy?
Roger that. Can we credit that toward our frequent flyer program?
Stand by, Red Hawk. We'll get back to you.
Now you don't have to fly to the moon and back to earn a free ticket. With Southwest Airlines frequent flyer program, Rapid Rewards, just 8 quick round trips and your next one's free.
A couple more of these flights and I can go someplace really cool.
Rapid Rewards from Southwest, the fastest way to fly free.
Do you know which one ingredient makes my Arch Deluxe so great? It's not just one. That was a trick question. It's all the ingredients of my Arch Deluxe that make it taste so great.
Nice hat.
McDonald's Arch Deluxe.
I made it for you. You know, when I created my Crispy Chicken Deluxe, I knew you'd love it. That crisp chicken filet. It's right up your alley.
McDonald's Crispy Chicken Deluxe.
Hey, I have my name on my shirt too. I made it for you.
To survive in the city, you need some help from above.
There's 2 people swimming, 1 went under. Okay, we're on the go.
Sunday, strap into one of the most dangerous machines ever built.
3, 2, that's a camera.
Meet the people who save lives and patrol the unfriendly skies of the most congested airspace on Earth.
Always wanted to be a helicopter pilot, and I've always wanted to be a cop.
Choppers on Patrol. Premiering Sunday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Hey kids, summertime and the living is easy and the living is good with a Nike Mavericks basketball camp. You can improve your basketball skills this summer. Call 214-653-0241.
Corey Blount off the Laker bench with 5 rebounds. Robert Pack off the bench has played pretty well. That's an outstanding pass from Eric Strickland. A good catch and finish by Robert Pack. That's a nice shuffle cut that Pack made off the high post, and Strickland just kept looking.
They've got Eddie Jones back in the lineup now. Strickland guarding him. Van Exel to Jones. Campbell against A.C. Green.
That's the way they started the game right there.
And the legal defense against the Mavericks is the second one.
Second of the game for
so the Lakers get a free throw. And Nick Van Exel will shoot the free throw. Eddie Jones will take it. He's a good free throw shooter, but if you've got back problems, sometimes you can't really extend out.
Well, the problem with that back on is you don't get your legs into it like you normally would. You don't like to you don't dip quite as far in the use of your legs.
And you know, he's cold coming off the bench also. Kobe Bryant, number 8, who's in the lineup, brings it in play to Van Exel. Kobe Bryant, the 18-year-old phenom. Campbell, and another illegal defense called against the man. On Mercep.
It was. There wasn't any question about it. Mercep was down well below the free throw line. And you can't do that. Watch Mercep drop down. He's right there. Now watch where his feet are. See there? He can't be down there. The only way he can be down there is if he turns and sprints to the ball. Now he did eventually, but he didn't do it right away, and that makes it illegal.
George McLeod shoots the technical this time and rims it in.
As I've mentioned before, that illegal defense revolves around a line down the center of the court, and then you've got the upper zone, the middle zone, and the lower zone.
And some of these guys can shoot from the O zone. McLeod would be one. Jones to Campbell. Nice strong move by Elden Campbell. 10 points for him, and the Lakers step out to a 4-point lead.
Campbell's really a clever low post player. He doesn't get all those opportunities. Look at Mercep go after the ball. Strickland goes after it.
And Strick takes a timeout, stepping out of bounds right here with it's a 22nd timeout. With 13 to shoot, the Mavs will come in.
Now therein lies the story of the new Mavericks. 2 guys on the floor after the ball. Watch Mercep. Watch him go down to get it. Go down and get it. Quit reaching for it. Strickland, go down and get it. Thank you. That's what they do. They hustle. They work hard. Fans identify with that, and if they continue to do that and then hone their skills and try to do it together, they'll do nothing but improve with every passing day.
5:31 left to go in the half. 38-34. The Lakers the lead. The Mavericks the ball here near midcourt with 13 on the shot clock. And Finley brings it to Pack. 6 to shoot. Mercep making the move on George McLeod. Campbell a block, and the Lakers have it as Kobe Bryant works up court.
Not a bad move that time by Mercep.
Rebound fight tipped away by Eddie Jones. He popped it away from Finley.
That's a good play by Eddie Jones.
And now it's Finley returning the favor.
And a good play by Michael Finley.
I tell you what, isn't quickness fun? Here goes Finley going to the hoop and lost it on the way in, but he was fouled.
Well, the thing about that quickness that you just mentioned, as I've stated before, is quickness and speed doesn't really go into slumps.
And you can't teach it.
You can pray about it, but you can't teach it.
Pack. Strickland. Oh, nice feed to Mercep, but a good recovery by Elden Campbell. And it's the Lakers on the attack. Van Exel missed on a 3 try. Strickland on ahead to Robert Pack. Back to Strickland, and Campbell makes the steal there. And then Strick falls down recovering, but Green was able to defend and force a Laker turnover. AC wanted to throw deep. They're mopping the court as Robert Pack blew all the way up the floor.
If you thought you saw 6 guys out there in blue and white, you did.
AC Green looking at the young man saying, look, we can throw in and go on this situation. Unless you're asked to come out, don't come out.
And the backcourt violation. Del Harris even had fun with that one. He's got that big smile on his face.
That stopped a Mavericks fast break. 4:22 left.
Mavericks wanted to play 6-on-5.
13 to shoot. Mercep has it against McLeod. Finley, 6 on the clock. Strickland beats everybody, slips it to Green for the dunk.
That's the way you play, son. That's what Eric Strickland can do. He's got that quickness, that quick burst. What do you got that smile on your face for? Huh?
He had purple shirts sitting out there in the vapor trail. There wasn't anything for him to guard. Campbell works inside. No, but an acrobatic tip by Bryant, and it's taken out by Strickland. Look at E. Finley. Oh, yes, and a foul.
Derek Harper is up clapping over there. As soon as Harper saw Finley make that move, he came to his feet. Harper's back down now. Eric Strickland, watch the move. Here he comes, Finley up and under. He just floats, folks.
Foul was on Eddie Jones.
Second look, Michael Finley. All Robert Pack said, Robert Pack was underneath. He said, I got to get out of here. He just headed for the other side of the floor. Finley 6 out of 8, 6 rebounds, 2 steals.
Now he has a chance and does. He puts the Mavericks in front. 5 points in a row for the Mavs as they lead it with 3:39 left in the half.
Robert Pack and Michael Finley both in double figures.
Eddie Jones firing. And the Lakers take the lead. Eddie Jones with 4 points tonight. Strickland quick drive in on Jones. No foul. No foul on that one.
Got bumped on the body, I thought.
That's a foul there. Van Exel. See, with time, Strickland will get that call. Once the officials come to learn his game and respect him.
That's pretty good defense against Eddie Jones right there. That's Strickland again on defense.
40-39. The Lakers the lead. The Mavs the ball inside of 3 minutes for the half.
We may soon call Strickland the minister of defense.
Ooh. Robert Pack on the pull-up move. Pack puts the Mavericks up. Pack's got 12.
There Pack is again, getting down inside. Pack, the guy that's Don Nelson said he really wanted along with Bradley.
There's a blocking foul on Mercep, but he had the right idea and he was real close to being there. Mercep with his first foul.
Now what Mercep does is he competes. Campbell. He was close to being there.
Elden Campbell with 10 points in the game, and there you see what he's done over the last 9 ball games.
He's been very, very impressive in the absence of Shaquille O'Neal. We've mentioned that several times, but he's earned that kind of praise, and it should be mentioned.
And he's played his best against the best. I mentioned that he had that career game in their double overtime loss to the Knicks, and Patrick Ewing, he had 40 points that day. And he's got 12 points in this one. Lakers by 1. Strickland against the trap. Now it's Pack driving past Jones, and a reach-in foul on Eddie Jones. That's his second. The 4th team foul on the Lakers.
I would like for our viewers to watch that half-court trap because it's sort of token pressure here in the first half. It will not be that way in the second half. They'll be more aggressive with that. You don't want to be too aggressive early with it because you don't want to get in foul trouble.
But the Mavericks have the kind of quickness and guys who can take it off the dribble. They can really shred it.
As long as they continue to play and they don't get defensive with their offense, if you know what I mean.
I think so. I think I've seen that somewhere. Here's Finley. And the rebound to Knight.
Mercep's got to make that jab step and get inside on that offensive board.
2 minutes for the half. Eddie Jones against Pack, and a foul. Oh, traveling called on Eddie Jones. I think Del Harris thought it was a foul as well right over there in front of his bench.
Pretty quick move by Eddie Jones, but that's Eddie Jones. He's as quick as they come.
So is this guy, Robert Pack. Minute 50 left to go in the half.
Talk about athletes. Finley's an athlete. Pack's an athlete. Strickland's an athlete.
Now a foul on Knight guarding Mercep. They're over the limit. Martin shoots 2.
Knight kind of lost his balance. I think that's why that foul took place. He did commit the foul, but he kind of lost his balance and went on in to Mersep.
Mersep on the line for the first time in the game. He's shooting and improving 55% from the line as he hits that one.
He's a confident player. You know, I mean, he makes some mistakes, but he just displays a degree of confidence that I think is going to do nothing but grow.
Well, the more success he has.
Oh yeah, he needs you know, you need somebody to work with him and help him and teach him and coach him, but he's going to get that.
Mavs up 1. Van Exel controls for LA. Campbell with Green on him. 12 on the shot clock. It's Van Exel launching the 3, and that's his 4th one tonight. Nick Van Exel gives the Lakers a 2-point lead.
You've got to keep him on the right side of the floor. If you let him float left and shoot that 3 like he's doing, he's real comfortable with that left hand.
Finley against Kobe Bryant. Michael Finley hangs the fadeaway up there. The rebound knocked loose and out of bounds. Let's call. We have a loose ball foul on Elden Campbell. That's his 3rd, and AC Green shoots 2. Sean Rooks coming back for the Lakers.
And that's all because of the fact that AC Green is working so hard inside. You won't find many, if any, players that will work harder inside than AC Green. And he doesn't have the great vertical jump. He's got a good basketball body, and he's got a tremendous attitude, and he's willing to sacrifice it and work hard. He's playing his 870th consecutive game.
And lately for the Mavericks, he is throwing Popeye Jones-like rebounding figures in the book every night.
That is right. Watch Green work inside. Number 45. Right. Look at him. See him work? He's just working all the time. He's banging on people. He's
1:11 left in the half. He shoots for the tie at 45 all, and AC Green has 6 points.
The last game that AC Green missed was in 1986.
Eddie Jones and Strickland all over him.
Boy, you talk about belly button defense.
Steal by Finley. Michael Finley off the drive. Oh, yeah.
Van Exel was not sure what Finley was going to do with that one, and I wasn't either.
The Mavericks a 2-point lead with 40 seconds left to go in the half.
Don't let him float left and get the 3.
Van Exel has picked it up. He gives it up to Rooks. Now it's Eddie Jones who fires for 3 and hits it. Eddie Jones with 7 points, and the Lakers lead by 1. On Sunday, Eddie Jones was 6 of 7 against the Pacers.
He spent an awful lot of time before the game shooting 3-pointers. Even though he did have back spasms, I think that's how they were going to be able to determine whether or not he could play.
Pack on the move against Van Exel. Now it's Strickland. His pass stolen. Eddie Jones making the steal, and now the Lakers will play it for 1.
Nice defensive play by Eddie Jones.
6 seconds. Stolen by Green. 3 seconds. Finley gets it away. Oh, man, he was on the front rim. He was online with that one. And we're at halftime at Reunion. The Mavericks getting a nice send-off by their fans here tonight as the Lakers hang on to a 1-point halftime lead.
Everyone needs someone who will be there. Everyone needs someone on their side.
You never know what the future will bring. So ask your nationwide insurance agent about life insurance to provide for your family, pay off your home, or put the kids through college, no matter what. And have someone on your side for life.
Nationwide is on your side.
The Silver Bullet. It's frost brewed to tap the clean taste of the Rockies.
Hey, where'd you come from?
The Hall of Fame, my man. You guys look bigger on TV.
And now there's good news for Dallas sports fans. It's Good Taylor's All-Star lineup.
Power forward with the Jeep Grand Cherokee or the GMC Sierra. Low post and low payments with the Pontiac Grand Am. Guard against high prices and put your team all in one accord.
Time out. Come on, Dad. Let's get back to the game. You need to make a fast break to see my dad.
Good Taylor, 2 minutes south of Reunion Arena on I-35 at the Ewing exit.
Just across from the new entrance to the Dallas Zoo.
And now, a special message saying no to smoking, saying no to alcohol, saying no to red meat, saying no to rock music, saying no.
Your rules are really beginning to annoy me.
It takes more than big guns to save the world. It takes the bad attitude.
Nobody draws until this hits the ground.
Kurt Russell, Escape from L.A.
Draw.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
2 escaped convicts
Sure, I didn't run in the first place. When people start shooting at me, I run.
are about to form a partnership
We married, baby.
based on close friends,
These people are trying to kill you.
mutual acquaintances,
My house. Go, try.
But I'm warning you, it's messy.
and $25 million.
I don't want that. Where the hell did you get a key for the cuffs?
My ex-husband. He's a cop.
Fled. Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
You're watching Dallas Mavericks basketball on Fox Sports Southwest.
It's halftime at Reunion Arena. The Dallas Mavericks trailing the Los Angeles Lakers 48-47. I'm Chris Arnold. It's time for news from the news with the Dallas Morning News NBA reporter David Moore. David, how about the new look Dallas Mavericks and the athleticism of this team? That's probably got to be the biggest difference, huh?
They really do. I mean, you look at this team now, the ball movement they're getting compared to what was here earlier. They move the ball around the perimeter. They really push the ball down court better, get in transition a little bit more. Again, that's where you see somebody like Michael Finley really shine. You've seen 2 to 3 plays from him a game where you just really shake your head and go, wow, how did he get that done?
On the other side of the court, you got the Los Angeles Lakers, who are not healthy. They don't have Shaquille O'Neal or Robert Horry, and they've gone through a tough stretch without them.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for them because if everything falls into place, they're going to get those guys back with about a week, 10 days left in the regular season. It's a younger team. They haven't been together that long. The West is so tough among the top 4 teams in the West. I think it'll be very difficult for them to get past the second round this year just because of the way the injuries broke.
And I read your column. Looks like Nick Van Exel may owe the Seattle Supersonics $100 apiece. He made a bet with them.
That's right. Dipped in. He proclaimed back earlier in January that the Pacific Division race was over and he would buy $100 gifts for all the Sonics if that wasn't the case. So I think he better dig in. Cash or charge.
David Moore with news from the news. I'm Chris Arnold. We'll be back with more stuff right after this.
Sports Day. Award-winning coverage that pulls you in. So many stats it borders on indulgence. It's quite compelling. Maybe too compelling. Pick up a copy today.
This is just the beginning. Robot domination? Living on Mars? Teleportation? Immortality? Alien life? I'm Gillian Anderson. Join me on Future Fantastic.
On Science Frontiers, premiering all this week, 10 Pacific, 8 Mountain on TLC.
Adventures for your mind.
You know, when I first came here, this had to be one of the toughest places in the NBA for other teams to play. They hated to have to come in here and play against us. The Reunion Rowdies. You know, I think that spirit is still here. It's time to play.
Remember the days when your car hit the road like it was king of the jungle? But today, your intake valves and fuel injectors are so dirty that your car is running with all the ferocity of a kitty cat. Pour in Berryman B12 Chem Tool. No expensive tune-up, no dirty hands, just quicker start, fierce performance, and ferocious power. All for about the price of a bag of kitty litter. Berryman B12 Chem Tool. It just may be the only tool you need for fierce performance.
Whitmore's ill-fated expedition to the North Pole. He was told he would have better grip with wide snowshoes, but he insisted on thin. He learned a hard lesson. Wider is better.
Introducing the new Wide Track Grand Prix with wheels set wide to make tracks in any weather.
The spirit still calls.
The new Wide Track Grand Prix from Pontiac.
Now at your North Texas Pontiac dealers.
You're watching Fox Sports Southwest.
Very entertaining first half of basketball as the Los Angeles Lakers lead it over the Dallas Mavericks by a score of 48-47. Hi, everybody. Kevin Eschenfelder. Glad to have you with us here on Fox Sports Southwest. Time now for our Farmers Insurance Sports Break. A quick check of what's going on, some of the games around the NBA. And for that, we start at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The matchup of the night, Miami Heat taking on the Detroit Pistons and Grant Hill. And Hill with the steal on Jamal Mashburn. That starts the break at the other end. Then Grant with a pretty finish. Pistons up early on, but the Heat would come back. They do some breaking of their own. Timmy Hardaway lays it back. Isaac Austin, he can dunk, and he does. A couple of buzzer beaters here to end the first half, or end the first quarter. That's pretty from Lindsey Hunter. Hunter had 16 points through 3 periods of play. And then Keith Askins does him one better to end the first half. Askins with the jumper. Vashawn Leonard leading all scorers with 18. Timmy Hardaway with 15. And about 2 minutes left in this one at the Palace. 102-92 the score. Miami Heat on top by 10. Joe Dumars with 15 points as well. Magic taking on the Sonics for the second time in 3 days. Picking up the major frequent flyer miles is Ronnie Cycli. And Cycli with a tip here off of Horace Grant. Orlando playing awfully tough. Orlando up early with Gary Payton. The nice feed to Terry Cummings. Terry Cummings, I don't know what's more amazing. He made that layup, or the fact that he's still in the league. I think it's about his 134th year out of DePaul. And more, Gerald Wilkins. Gerald Wilkins was on fire. He and Cycli with 12 points apiece, couple of threes from Wilkins. And the Magic on top of the Sonics right now, albeit still in the third period, leading it by 7. Sonics have won 9 out of their last 10, including a 109-101 win on Sunday in Disney World. Hersey Hawkins with 18 right now to lead all scorers for the Seattle Sonics. Bullets taking on the 76ers, and what's not the matchup of the night. That may be the hairdo of the night coming. Thank you, Allen Iverson. Nice pass to Jerry Stackhouse. Stackhouse with 21 through 3, and then Iverson again, the crossover. You can watch it on his commercials, and then the dish inside. Stackhouse another lay-in. Howard with the lay-in here from Jawan. Pretty feed from Strickland. Mark Davis, former Texas Tech Red Raider. The follow, you got to block Mark Davis out. Juwan Howard with 18 points. Calbert Chaney with 18 for the Bullets, who are down by 1, 97-96. Bullets 4.5 back of Orlando for the final playoff spot in the East. They could find themselves 5.5 if everything holds up the way it is right now. That's going to do it for our Farmers Insurance Sports Break. Lakers by 1. We're back to Reunion in a moment.
Remember how the open road used to feel?
You've got enough going on in your life. So when it comes to health care, who do you turn to for help? Well, if you're in a health plan that includes Baylor, you can turn to me. I'm a Baylor advisor, here to make doctor referrals, coordinate doctor appointments, and answer questions. Here to help you access Baylor's clinics and health centers. All you have to do is call me. I'm at 1-800-4-BAYLOR.
To survive in the city, you need some help from above.
2 people swimming, 1 went under.
We're on the go.
Sunday, strap into one of the most dangerous machines ever built.
3, 2, that's a camera.
Meet the people who save lives and patrol the unfriendly skies of the most congested airspace on Earth.
Always wanted to be a helicopter pilot, and I've always wanted to be a cop.
Choppers on Patrol, premiering Sunday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
It's the greatest spectacle in off-road racing, the granddaddy of them all, the legendary Baja 1000. Mile after grueling mile of relentless terrain that can shake the fillings out of a driver's teeth and beat a truck to death. That's why more drivers who challenge the Baja rely on the Duralast battery than any other. The same Duralast you can rely on in your car, because it's the one we stock at AutoZone. The Duralast battery. Power you can depend on.
You're watching Dallas Mavericks basketball on Fox Sports Southwest.
Let's get right to the NBA Miller Lite scoreboard. The Knicks on their way to victory. 1 point lead for the Sixers late against Washington. Charlotte has won at home against San Antonio. Also in the fourth, Atlanta trying to hang on against Cleveland. Miami going for the upset at Detroit. And Indiana leading Boston in the fourth by 5. 7 point lead for Orlando in the third. And New Jersey and Portland start their game at 9 o'clock. The Rockets and Clippers start at 9:30. Coach, one of the musts.
Pressure Nick Van Exel. He has 16 points in the first half. Take away the three-point shot from him. Offensive pressure. Make the Lakers get back, run them, and handle the half-court trap. Do that by attacking the basket, not the defense.
Third quarter straight ahead on Fox Sports Southwest.
It's possible that he could grow up and break Nolan Ryan's record of 7 no-hitters. Or that someday he'll become an NBA coach like the Mavericks' Jim Clemens. Or he could grow up and break Emmitt Smith's record for rushing touchdowns. Then again, he might just grow up to be a die-hard fan. Either way, we'll be there. Star Telegram Sports, voted one of the nation's top sports sections. Star Telegram Sports, it's a winner.
And now there's good news for Dallas sports fans. It's Good Taylor's All-Star lineup. Power forward with the Jeep Grand Cherokee or the GMC Sierra. Low post and low payments with the Pontiac Grand Am. Guard against high prices and put your team all in one accord.
Time out. Come on, Dad. Let's get back to the game. You need to make a fast break to see my dad.
Good Taylor, 2 minutes south of Reunion Arena on I-35 at the Ewing exit.
Just across from the new entrance to the Dallas Zoo.
A champ without a hand.
You wouldn't happen to have a Phillips head screwdriver, would you?
A rookie without a clue.
Whoa!
And a woman without a bra.
Get your hands off me!
From the creators of Dumb and Dumber.
I need you now more than ever I need
Woody Harrelson, Randy Quaid, Vanessa Angel, and Big Bad Bill Murray. Kingpin.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Prepare yourself for the motion picture invasion of Independence Day.
We must launch a counteroffensive with a full nuclear strike.
Over American soil.
If we don't strike soon, there may not be much of an America left to defend.
Independence Day.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
That's what I call a close encounter.
You didn't have to go in weekends, but you did. You didn't have to drive the team, but you did. You didn't need to volunteer, but you did. When you take pride in what you do, you always do more than you need to. That's how it is at Pennzoil. We didn't have to achieve the tougher GF2 motor oil performance standard ahead of its time, but we did.
Pennzoil, first to fully achieve the tougher 1997 GF2 performance standard.
Word out of the locker room, folks, is Coach Clemens loves the defensive effort out there. He also likes Eric Strickland and Robert Pack and Michael Finley on the court at the same time. And Pack, by the way, is being bothered by those ribs, but Pack says he will play. He wants to play, and he wants to be out there. Jim?
All right, Chris. Yeah, we kind of like those three guys, too.
I agree with Jim Clemens. Pack is not going to get the start in the second half. Khalid Reeves will start. It's the original starting lineup that Clemens has had, but Pack, you see him once again. He's grabbing that right side. He reaches across his body with that left hand. He's got an ice pack in there. That gives a whole new meaning to the term ice pack.
Oh, yes. Mavericks with 13 fast break points to the Lakers 5 in the first half. The Lakers have Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel in the backcourt. McLeod, Campbell, and Knight up front, so they've got their starting group as well.
See, a little bit more aggressive on the half-court trap. Right away, Nick Van Exel was a little bit more aggressive than he's been. I expect that will happen.
9 to shoot. Reeves against Van Exel. 6 on the clock. Sean Bradley. Foul. Foul is on Elden Campbell, his 4th. And Sean Bradley shoots 2.
Oh, that's a real big play. And that's a real good call by Jim Clemens. You attack that guy because they're so thin at that position with Shaquille O'Neal on the injured list and Campbell starting at center. Now Del Harris is immediately coming with Sean Rooks right now.
Sean Bradley with his first free throw attempt of the game. And there's the change. Rooks enters the lineup for the Lakers and Campbell goes out.
Bradley had only 2 points in that first half, but it was a hook shot. He never did get that kind of a touch again down low on the block.
He only saw 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's because of those 2 fouls, but Bradley gets a couple of free throws.
And the Mavericks have the 1-point lead.
This is where you want to keep Van Exel. Keep him on the right side of the floor. Don't let him go back over there.
McLeod had it popped away, but a foul on Reeves. And Finley's trying to take the call, but it's on Reeves, and that's his 3rd.
If I'm Michael Finley, I don't think he ought to be so quick to put that hand up in the air and try to take the call.
Well, he knows he only has one, or has none, I should say. Van Exel gives it up to Jones. Underneath Rooks. George McLeod.
Oh,
haven't seen that one before.
That's a big basket by McLeod inside, especially with Elden Campbell out of the ball game now.
George has his first field goal tonight. Lakers the 1-point lead.
Reeves missed Green on that flash post. You'd like to get the ball to that high post man if he flashes up there.
Khalid Reeves has it, and he's called for the walk, trying to make the hard drive. On the turnover, the Lakers the ball with a 1-point lead. We're early in the 3rd at Reunion. This has been an action-packed, fun-filled game to this point. Another close ball game involving the Mavericks, who have played 5 of the last 6 to either 2 points or less. McLeod.
Green did a nice job staying tight on McLeod and not giving him a look at the basket.
Now it's Eddie Jones driving on Strickland. Offensive foul on Eddie Jones.
Eric Strickland just moved his feet quickly enough while retreating to draw a charge on Eddie Jones. Jones has great quickness. Look here. That's a heck of a defensive play. Bradley came over, was going to try to get a block too.
And did.
Now watch the half-court zone trap. I felt like it would be more aggressive in the second half, and it is.
Reeves finding AC Green.
See, what they're doing is running time off the shot clock.
Strickland going to the hoop, but a foul on Knight. Travis Knight with his 3rd. Because the Mavericks have such quickness and players who are able to take it off the dribble, you look at the Lakers, they're getting in foul trouble.
Absolutely, but the Mavericks must continue to be aggressive against the half-court trap, because the trap runs time off the shot clock, and you don't want to run out of time to get good looks.
Finley against McLeod. McLeod popped it loose. Van Exel on the 3. His 5th of the game. Nick Van Exel with 19. And he has made 7 out of 10 field goal attempts. Some shooting night for Van Exel. Bradley gets the drive and is fouled by Travis Knight, his 4th, and Sean Bradley shoots 2 as the Lakers have picked up their 3rd team foul.
Bradley's got to take this one to the iron and hammer it home. He does get fouled. And when he makes that, when the contact is made, Bradley, not having a good secure hand on that ball, lost it.
Short with a free throw. He gets the bounce with that second one. 53-50. The Lakers the lead in the ball.
Del Harris has got that thumb up.
George McLeod on a 3 try.
Oh, that's a loose ball foul by Rooks.
But it was Reeves to the loose ball for the Mavericks recovery. And now a hoop makes it a 1-point game. Bradley. Finley with 10 on the shot clock. Punch into Green. AC on a tough hook shot. AC Green with 8.
That half-court trap is running that shot clock down on the Mavericks. We'll continue to watch that.
Nick Van Exel's got 6 of them. Finley going to the hoop for the dunk. Michael Finley with a quick counter, and it's 56-54.
Del Harris is not very happy with Travis Knight getting back defensively.
Van Exel to Travis Knight, who shoots it over Bradley. AC Green the rebound, and now a hoop ties it.
Reeves just made a pretty nice play. He did not give the ball to Bradley when Bradley was in transition.
And now Reeves, with his first 2 points tonight, pulls the Mavericks even at 56.
He kept waiting till Bradley got down low, and that's what you want to do. Don't put Bradley in a tough spot in the middle in transition with the ball unless he's down by the bucket.
Eddie Jones inside to Knight, off the reverse, blocked by Bradley. Finley out on the drive. Michael Finley to Reeves. Underneath, it's Strickland on the reverse. Eric Strickland, a strong move at the hoop, and a timeout LA as Reunion Arena roars to life. 8:02 for the third. The Mavericks lead by
2. Experience the freedom of ticketless travel. Ticketless travel on Southwest Airlines, the easiest way to fly.
Plan and purchase travel to New Orleans and lots of other cool cities on Southwest Airlines on the internet.
After a hard day, how many times has this happened to you? Now there's Can Caddy, the new drink holder made especially for your favorite bathroom beverage.
Can Caddy!
Can Caddy's fun, easy to use, and it sticks to almost any surface.
Can Caddy!
No more running to the fridge for a replacement. Can Caddy goes anywhere you go, and it comes in 4 designer colors. Can Caddy makes a great gift, not available anywhere.
Can Caddy can!
Yo, get along, little doggy. But you look at this mess. If I ever get my hands on the yahoos responsible for messing up these beautiful Texas roads, I'm gonna say, moo, moo.
I didn't know longhorns could talk.
Me neither.
Horses, I've seen horses talk.
And pigs, remember that movie?
That was a great movie.
I love that pig.
The Mavericks on Fox Sports is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines. Buy the Discover card. It's time to discover the card that pays you back. By Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen at Miller time. And by Pennzoil, formulated for today's stop and go driving. Stop, go, Pennzoil. Nick Van Exel with his 7th three-pointer tonight. His career best is 8, and the Lakers lead by 1. Finley guarded by McLeod. Eric Strickland against Van Exel, 9 to shoot. Strick dances free and fires, no good for 3, and it's picked off by McLeod.
You better get to him. That's it, Strickland did.
14 to shoot. Strickland guarding Van Exel.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't leave Strickland on him.
I'm with you. 8 to shoot. Van Exel against Strickland. Van Exel again for three.
Did you see
rimming
Strickland?
over the top and out of bounds, and Strickland takes pride in that stop. Van Exel is now 7 of 11 from three-point range after that miss.
The key defensively when you've got a hot shooter is you must get into sight line. Did Strickland come up and attack the sight line of Nick Van Exel? I mean, he literally took it away.
His defending arm went right between the arms of Strickland.
Yep.
10 to shoot. Bradley open. Over Blunt, who fouled him, it looked like, but no call, and Rooks comes down with it.
Little ball fake by Sean Bradley. Study the tape now. You go back and you show him. Little ball fake. Let the defender go by, move over, and shoot the shot.
59-58. Inside pass broken up. That was Strickland who got a hand on it, knocked out by McLeod.
That's right. It was Eric Strickland got in the passing lane that time. That wasn't his man.
He looked like a right fielder back on the warning track, trying to take a home run away.
Thank goodness Strickland didn't get away.
12 to shoot. Reeves going inside. Rebounded by AC Green, and the Mavericks take the lead. Van Exel against Reeves this time. Strickland out on Eddie Jones. Corey Blunt. Nice move by Corey Blunt. His first field goal. He has 4 points in the game.
Good post move. Good strong move. Dropped the inside shoulder. Did it well.
Khalid Reeves comes up shooting, and the Mavericks take the 1-point lead. Another one of those nights in reunion.
Well, this one will keep your attention.
Oh, man. Rooks against Bradley. George McLeod blocked by Finley. 10 to shoot. Rooks again with 5 on the clock against Bradley. Ball on the floor. Green bats it to Reeves, and it's out of bounds to the Lakers, but great effort by the Mavs.
That's about all you can do. I mean, when you work as hard as that Dallas Maverick team is working, listen to the response. These people have worked all day. They've come to Reunion Arena to be entertained. And it's the Mavericks' time to go to work now, and that's what they do, so the people appreciate it. That sounds a little funny, a little corny, but fans come here to be entertained.
There's the line on Bradley tonight. LA came in with a new 24 as Eddie Jones made the drive. A foul on Reeves. That's his 4th. Second team foul on the Mavericks, and Robert Pack coming in with 5:21 left in the third. Pack had a good first half, had 12 points in the half. And that is a missed 3 by Van Exel.
But remember who broke that momentum. It was Strickland. You've heard me mention there comes a time when you've got to take a James Robinson out like he was doing for Minnesota, or you've got to do it to Wesley Person like Person was doing for Phoenix.
Pack gets inside, slips it to Green. Rebounded by LA as McLeod throws it on ahead to Van Exel.
See, Van Exel's going to get a little bit better look now with Robert Pack on him.
Nope. Taken down by Green. Pack ran the court. Strickland didn't see him initially, and Eric Strickland missed the layup.
6 blocks for Bradley so far in the ballgame.
It's a block party.
6.
Ten to shoot. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Mavericks.
Lakers, number 2, Derek Fisher.
Here comes Fisher in for LA, number 2. Van Exel going out. Derek Fisher, number 2, 6'1", rookie guard from Arkansas Little Rock. 4 on the clock. Eddie Jones, a tough shot on Strickland to beat the shot clock, and Bradley the rebound. Here's Pack going to the hoop, scoops the ball off to AC Green. AC staying right with it, making the play.
I'll tell you what, Pack's got some quickness, and he gets down inside that defense.
64-61, Mavs by 3. Eddie Jones off to Blunt, nearly stolen by Pack. Blocked by Bradley, offensive foul. Offensive foul on Blunt.
Corey Blunt, his first
Blump down low, trying to get to the basket. He traveled first. There's the offensive foul. Bradley, the defender again. Bradley's out of the ball game right now.
With his 6 blocks. Remember, Oliver Miller had 8 blocks in a game earlier this year for the Mavericks. 15 to shoot. Finley stolen by Eddie Jones. That's what he's great at, getting into the passing lane. But George McLeod couldn't finish the play. Here comes Pack. 3:18 remaining in the third. The Mavericks a 3-point lead and a foul on Fisher. That's the 4th team foul, the first on Fisher.
This tells you what Del Harris feels about this point in the ball game right now. The fact that he would come back with Kersey and Campbell, and Jim Clemens comes right back with Sean Bradley. AC Green's going to get a rest, and believe me, he earns his breaks when he goes to the bench.
And with Campbell back in, he's playing with 4 fouls. Finley with 18 to shoot on a lob play into Bradley. Oh man, Fisher over to hammer it loose, and it's grabbed by Eddie Jones. You can hear the skin slap way over here. Underneath Corey Blunt. Nice feed by Fisher.
That's a good look by Fisher, getting the ball down low. You might want to use that big guy Bradley down on that block, and you want to get Finley involved a little bit, I think.
Back off the drive, he gets fouled as he tries to slip through, and the foul on Fisher is his second. The Lakers are over the limit. Timeout with 2:39 left in the third, and the Mavs up 1.
Life equals sport. Equals thirst. Equals Gatorade. Equals life is a sport. Drink it up.
So, you want to see my Discover Card statement? I am very, very prissy.
What up, Rashada?
I love to be pampered. I go have my hair done. I love to go have my nails done, have pedicures, manicures. My biggest weakness would have to be shoes. Cashback bonus award really floats my boat.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
I am definitely a shopaholic.
It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
In the Southland, the Lady Jacks have reigned for 10 straight years. Can they repeat, or will they be dethroned? The Southland Conference Championship, Saturday at 2 on Fox Sports Southwest. The Texas High School Basketball Championships. 32 minutes to play. A lifetime to remember. The 4A and 5A finals, Saturday at 6:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
A look at the nationwide hustle board, and you find the Mavericks have the edge in every category but offensive rebounds. And that's not bad. What that means is the Lakers have missed more shots.
Yeah, look at that. Those 8 blocks right there. And the Mavericks, it's been a while now since they've gotten off of that, haven't gotten off that 17 on fast break points. That stat was that way about 5 minutes ago. So the Mavericks need to get back to pushing that ball now. That the stats do not lie.
6. Bradley could have a triple-double before the night's over.
Wouldn't that be something?
Pack on the free throw line. 13 points for Robert Pack, who came in averaging just under 16 per game.
With AC Green getting a rest right now, Samaki Walker needs to be productive. I still think Samaki Walker is going to be a pretty good player.
Derek Fisher runs the show for the Lakers. Pack is guarding him. Pack took a stab at the dribble, got hit with a foul. First foul on Pack, 3 team fouls on the Mavs, 2:33 left in this third quarter.
Robert Pack going after the rookie, the 24th overall pick in last summer's draft. Derek Fisher out of Arkansas Little Rock, and he's doing it again.
He's all over him. Campbell blocked by Bradley, his 7th of the game, and then Bradley is called for the foul. foul, and Campbell will have a chance at a three-point play.
Well, the first time around, he got the block, Bradley did. The basket went in. The basket counts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a flagrant foul. They ruled a takedown on Bradley. And the Lakers will get the free throws and possession.
Oh, boy.
Campbell, a 70% free throw shooter. It is because the basket counted. It is one free throw which he made, as you see the replay there,
and the ball.
Yeah, and the ball. Not two free throws, but one and the ball.
Had the basket not gone in, it would have been two free throws.
Right. Eddie Jones to bring it in. The game tied at 66. This game is coming to a boil. 2:17 left in the third. Samaki Walker, the block on Jones. Mavericks on the push back the other way. Finley dumps it for Bradley. It's out of bounds to Dallas.
No. Walker's got to go the other way.
Samaki doesn't think he's going back the other way. He thought the Lakers had it.
Finley did a smart thing. He did not take the. Oh, that could have been a foul. This thing's heating up.
Yep, that's why I say this game has come to a boil. 12 to shoot. Pack.
2 minutes.
Finding Strickland. 8 on the clock.
Walker down low. You can use him down low.
Strickland had it knocked loose. He recovers. Now Pack on a three. Blocked and taken out of the air by Campbell. Strickland steals the up-court pass.
You should attack right there. You have numbers. Strickland made a mistake there. You want to attack and keep that pace going in your favor.
Robert Pack working around the pick by Walker. Bradley fires. Sean Bradley from the outside, and the Mavericks have the lead.
Nice job by the big guy keeping his poise. Bradley with 8 blocks in the ball game equals Oliver Miller's team.
There's his 9th. Now it's Eddie Jones. Shot clock at 20. Eddie Jones back to the hoop, and he tried the dunk, and Bradley met him. And Eddie Jones will shoot two. Bradley called for his 4th foul. Sean Bradley getting a standing ovation. Team record 9 blocks for Bradley.
Fans are eating it up. I mean, they just absolutely love it.
Listen to the crowd at Reunion. Dreiling will be coming in for him with 1:12 left in the third. All this hot action around the hoop. We've got a official timeout taken because the net has come off the rim.
What they'll have to do is replace that net, and there's a reason for that. You don't want anything loose up there hanging from that rim as a result of possibility of injury to players. That can be very, very dangerous. Sean Bradley, 7 points, 6 rebounds,
got a shot.
9 blocks. That's a team record for Sean Bradley, and he has been aggressive. Watch this one. Sean Bradley, look at there. I'll tell you what, when he stretches out, that's a long way.
Well, Eddie Jones really attacked him. I mean, he had it loaded. He was going in 2 hands.
2 hands on a dunk, yeah.
Yep.
But that's what you have to do. You have to do what Eddie Jones tried to do there. Well, now they've got the ladder. They've got the new net. Elden Campbell with the ball. The block shot by Sean Bradley that time. Eddie Jones gets it back. Bradley gets up off the floor. Lakers try it again. Bradley meets him. Now he commits the foul right there, but he prevents the dunk.
So Sean Bradley with 9 block shots tonight, a new Mavericks record. That's 9 and counting.
You know, it might be easier if they'd let Bradley change that net. He could just reach up there and do that.
Yeah, he's not a union man, though.
Well, that's true. Oh, yes. There'd be a grievance filed by the time the fourth period started.
Minute 12 left to go in the third. What a game. 68-66. The Mavericks the lead. 57% shooting for the Mavericks in the quarter. Just 32% for the Lakers, but they're hanging right in. Los Angeles has gotten 7 3-point field goals tonight from Nick Van Exel.
Boy, would they be in trouble without those.
Yep.
Mavericks have to continue to be aggressive. You know, it's a really tight ball game, and it's been that way. But they have to continue to be aggressive in terms of the fast break and attacking the half-court pressure. And they're two different things. Obviously, you can run when your opponent doesn't score. And when the Lakers do score, they get in that half-court trap, getting more and more aggressive all the time. Now, Millsap is going to come into the ball game. Bradley's going to go out with 4 fouls. You'll see him again in the fourth period, I am sure. Elden Campbell in the ball game still, and he has 4 fouls. The Mavericks have to kind of develop that mentality that, all right, it's the fourth period now, and they're not there yet. There's a minute 12 left in the third. It's the fourth period. That means we gear it up defensively, and we get even more aggressive offensively. There's no better example of that in the NBA than the Chicago Bulls.
Eddie Jones on the free throw line for the Lakers hasn't scored in the second half and missed his only free throw attempt tonight in the first half. Eddie Jones with 8.
I'll tell you, this Reunion Arena crew did a great job of getting that net changed out quickly.
And the Lakers pull even at 68 after the 2 free throws by Eddie Jones. Robert Pack taking a look at the half-court trap. Whips the pass into Dreiling, who shuffles the pass to Millsap. Out to Finley, and Michael sticks the 3. His first of the game. 71-68 Dallas. Less than a minute for the third.
I like Mike.
I'm with you. Campbell. Dreiling on him.
Good defense by Dreiling.
And it's Millsap ripping the rebound away. Michael Finley on the move.
Well, following the substitution process.
Millsap show and go on Blunt. Oh, hit the side edge going up. But look at Millsap stop the ball immediately. Eddie Jones fires a 3. The rebound on the floor. Finley digs it out. The Mavericks the ball. No shot clock. The final seconds of the third quarter.
My point was, following the substitution process by Clemens, obviously Millsap coming off the bench first has moved ahead of O'Bannon.
5 seconds left in the third. Pack had it knocked loose. Then it's still loose and it's out of bounds until actually time ran out as the ball went out of bounds. What a good one here at Reunion. After 3, it's the Mavs 71, the Lakers 68.
Well, it's true that, you know, they have done TV movies on much less popular books. There is no other book like it. It's sweeping, an all-encompassing saga of hopes and dreams.
Always look for the yellow band and make sure it's Swabips.
So you're writing a miniseries based on Swabips. Where do you start? With the A's, of course.
Sports Day. Award-winning coverage that pulls you in. So many stats it borders on indulgence. It's quite compelling. Maybe too compelling. Pick up a copy today.
Adios, amigo, adios, my friend. The road we have traveled has come to an end. Adios, amigo, adios, my friend.
When my grandfather surfed, narrow boards ruled. Eventually, Gramps had a stroke of genius. A wider board for better control. Iaho la ula, he said. Wider is better.
Introducing the new Wide Track Grand Prix. Its wheels are set wide to hold the road. For more control when you're shooting the curves.
It's true. Iaho la ula.
The new Wide Track Grand Prix from Pontiac.
Now at your North Texas Pontiac dealers.
This is Fox Sports Southwest.
You know, I was doing my homework. I keep up with all the sports. I look at this magazine. This guy is Antoine Gundy. Antoine Gundy, you go to high school at Irving?
Yes, sir.
And now you're signed for Texas A&M wide receiver. All boy for the Mavericks. Way to go, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, back to you, Jim.
Okay, Chris, and as the fourth quarter begins, Khalid Reeves is called for his 5th foul on an alley-oop play to the inside. Nick Van Exel, 7 3-pointers tonight, 25 points to lead the Lakers in scoring. Michael Finley with his average, 20 leading the Mavericks. Robert Pack with 14. Campbell on the free throw line.
That's a good call by Del Harris coming out of that timeout. Or coming out between the periods there. There's Khalid Reeves, got 5 personal fouls. What Harris did was they set a back pick and tried to execute an alley-oop pass to Elden Campbell. And we also understand that the block shots for Sean Bradley has been adjusted. It's not 9, it's 8, so it's not a new Dallas Maverick record.
Yeah.
They gave him one of Samaki Walker's blocks, but he's still got a shot at it when he comes back.
Robert Pack, 12 to shoot. Byron Scott on him.
O'Bannon's back in the ball game now.
And he's got it with 5 on the shot clock. O'Bannon shoots it on Campbell. Rebounded by Scott. Here's Corey Blunt with a dunk, and it's a 1-point lead for LA.
Mavericks very slow in transition that time, getting back defensively.
Corey Blunt has 8 points tonight. Pack with 10 to shoot.
Woohoo! Byron Scott looking to get in that pass.
Oh, and he popped it out. He hit the ref. He was standing out of bounds. The Mavericks will throw in.
If the official is out of bounds and the ball hits him, the ball is out of bounds.
But they really should put a couple extra seconds up there.
Butch Beard trying to get a hold of Jim Clemens there and pass along something to him.
And that's it, to put some extra time up on the clock.
I might add that Butch Beard, I think, has been very, very helpful to Jim Clemens this year, and especially very, very helpful since all of the change in personnel has taken place.
They're going to leave just 4 seconds up there, but actually, Bob, this happened with about 6 or 7 to shoot. It took a... Okay, yeah. All right, 6 up there.
They listen to you, Jim, huh? You've got some influence.
Every second counts.
You don't have to have any influence at home with Helen, but you got a lot here in Reunion Arena.
With 6 to shoot.
You're not even going to respond to that.
I haven't got time. Here's A.C. Green. O'Bannon. And rebounded by Kersey. The Lakers the ball in a 1-point lead. Van Exel.
Oh, don't run away from Van Exel.
Jerome Kersey shoots it in to give LA the 3-point lead. 6 in a row for LA as Jerome Kersey has his first 2 points of the second half. Mercep guarded by Blunt. Robert Pack. Van Exel on him, 8 on the shot clock.
Finley and Strickland on the bench, and you can't wait long.
Campbell rebounding the Mercep miss. Van Exel hangs a shot up there. Good over A.C. Green. He's got 27 points tonight. Nick Van Exel, and the Mavs are taking a timeout with 10:01 left to go in the fourth. The Lakers have a 76-71 lead.
Flying to Houston for business? If these 33 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Houston, maybe this will. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA, Southwest Airlines. a symbol of freedom.
The greatest collection of NBA players and moments are together for the first time on one commemorative home video. NBA at 50, hosted by Denzel Washington, takes you from Mikan to Magic and beyond. Relive the best passes, slam dunks, rebounds, and championship moments whenever you want. You'll experience the emotion felt by these great players for their team and their sport.
Everything that we didn't have in talent, we made up for in determination and just sheer will.
Plus, you'll get a special bonus feature on the 50 greatest players in NBA history. NBA at 50, yours for only $19.95. If you love the game, then your love affair will never end with this special video you'll watch again and again. It's the ultimate keepsake for fans of every age. NBA at 50. Order yours now.
Order now. Get this NBA at 50 collector's pin as part of this exclusive TV offer. Call 1-800-596-9977.
Well, maybe tomorrow morning in the morning news, we will have this headline. You'd recognize that, Bob Ortigal.
Yeah, rock around the block. You know, if that's anything like rock around the clock, those were the great days. Sean Bradley with the block. He's got 8 of them. That ties the Dallas Maverick record. Nick Van Exel.
Hey, guess what? Bradley's been out of the game for what, the last 3 or 4 minutes. Now he's back. He's got his 9 blocks again.
I'm confused.
All I know is they took Samaki Walker's block and gave it back to him.
I'm still confused.
He now has a new Mavericks record, 9 blocks.
Well, I feel better. Strickland and Finley are back in there.
And Bradley also, as Pack serves it up for Strickland. 4 on the clock, I should say. AC Green, fade away over Campbell. What a shot by AC.
That's big. I'm here to tell you that's huge.
3-point game. Pack guarding Van Exel. 9:25 left. Jerome Kersey against Finley. 9 on the shot clock. Here's a shot by Byron Scott. Good for 3. Byron Scott with 5 points in the game, and the Lakers up by 6.
Got to stay tight on those people that have that reputation for shooting that perimeter shot, and Byron Scott has it. I mean, he's had it for like 14 years.
Even this year, he's over 40%. Eric Strickland with Scott guarding him. 13 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Strick whips the pass to Pack. 6 to shoot. Pack fires on Van Exel. Missed on the 3. Rebound long Van Exel. Runs into Strickland. There's a call of some way there. What is the call? Charge on Van Exel.
No.
Lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, well, this ball just went out of bounds.
I mean,
no call.
But that's a foul one way or the other.
I think it's a charge.
Yeah.
Strickland had played that left hand. See, that's what he did. He played Van Exel's left hand.
Here, a rookie understands when a guy's left-handed. 11 to shoot. 8 on the clock. Finley underneath to AC Green. That's a good pass. AC surrounded by purple jerseys, and he's fouled. The foul is on Corey Blunt. 2 shots for Green.
Once again, the Mavericks right now are caught in this half-court game, so execution becomes very important. Nice pass down low to Green. I can't understand why they would think they did not commit a foul there.
AC Green, 2 shots.
Maybe I'm missing something.
AC has hit both free throws so far tonight. Green with 15 points in the game.
6 out of 7 field goals for AC Green with 9 rebounds. Del Harris continuing to work that baseline official down there.
Mavericks hanging in. 4-point lead for the Lakers. 8:22 left to go. Van Exel guarded by Strickland. Scott against Pack. Campbell with 8 to shoot against Bradley. Van Exel on a 3. His 8th of the game. Nick Van Exel has equaled his career high in 3-point field goals, and the Lakers lead by 7.
You can't come off of him. You can't go down and help out. You just must stay with him all the way.
He's got 30 points. Strickland delivers to Finley. Kersey on him. Finley beats him baseline, and he is fouled. Michael Finley shoots 2.
You got to get the ball to Finley in these kind of situations. You're developing a go-to player. Get it to him. This is why he's a go-to player right there. He beat his man on the baseline all the way to the basket. The clock stops. He shoots 2 free throws. He got a chance to cut a 7-point lead to 5.
That foul on Kersey, his second, the Lakers' second team foul. 21 points tonight for Finley. Man, he's closing in on double figures in rebounds too.
He's got 9 rebounds already.
22 points.
He's got 2 assists and he's got 3 steals.
7:40 for the game. Lakers the ball, leading by 5. It's Van Exel against Pack. Underneath to Blunt for the dunk.
Now see, Bradley wanted to go after him, but because of those 4 fouls, he was reluctant to do that. He didn't want to pick up that 5th.
Lakers have the 7-point lead now. Finley against Kersey.
LA is 6 out of 6 from the field in this period.
4 on the clock for Finley, who shoots it over Blunt. Rattles out to Byron Scott. Van Exel with Pack on him. Elden Campbell fires. There's the Lakers' first miss in the 4th, but they get the offensive rebound. Campbell against Bradley. Eric Strickland, the Mavs rebound. Byron Scott guarding him. Finley against Kersey. 8 on the clock.
Mavericks getting caught by that shot clock again. You can give it to Bradley right away down there.
Bradley looked like he got fouled, no call, and the Lakers come away with it. 84-77 LA with about 6 minutes left. Van Exel looking for his own. And he is fouled. This will be a 3 free throw attempt as Pack is called for the foul.
Second team foul.
Nick Van Exel, believe me, he is one fine competitor and a good talent. It appears to me that he's calmed down somewhat this year. Do you believe you've seen the Lakers play?
I think that's exactly what it is. And he has channeled his energies more into his game, you know, in a positive way.
He's certainly done it tonight. He's 8 out of 13 on threes.
Shooting for his 32nd point. His season high is 36. And now he gets the 3rd free throw as the Lakers have their biggest lead at 9 with 6:01 left. Still time for the Mavericks to mount a charge.
Don't expect this Maverick team to quit. I just do not think they will do that. But they've got to move quickly now, not get caught by that shot clock.
Pack gets inside of the defense. Strickland on a 3. Rebounded by Blunt. LA the ball, leading by 10. 17 to shoot. Van Exel dribbled it off his foot, but a foul call. Robert Pack whistled for the foul. 3 fouls on him. 3rd team foul on the Mavs. The Lakers have won the first 2 games of the season series with Dallas. The Mavericks haven't won since late in the 94-95 season against LA.
Kersey off a little bit of a down pick by Campbell.
Nice feed inside to Scott, who leaves it for Campbell. A block by Bradley. Out of bounds. It didn't hit the rim, did it?
No, the ball did not hit the rim.
They reset the shot clock. I don't think you changed possession either, did you? Did possession change before it went out?
That was a block shot. There was no possession on that.
Well, they just got a new 24 coming into Van Exel. And Bradley has his 10th block. Here's Campbell underneath. Elden Campbell has it, and the Lakers now have opened up a 12-point lead. After the Mavericks had a 3-point lead after 3. Outside shot for Bradley. Mistip Green. AC stays with it. Bradley ends up with it. Bradley to the hoop. Nope, but a foul called, and he'll shoot 2.
AC AC Green battling inside. Now let's look back and kind of decide what happened here when the score. Mavericks were up 1 point. In terms of attacking the basket, Jim Clemens was trying to give Finley and Strickland and Bradley a rest. Bradley had 4 fouls. He came off the bench, made some substitutions, and all the Lakers did, they just opened it up to a 5-point lead, but it was enough at that point that it helped their confidence tremendously.
Mavericks just 1 out of 12 from 3-point range. Oh, Finley almost saved that one. The Lakers have it, leading 89-78. Strickland guarding Van Exel. Van Exel looking for his own, and Bradley the rebound. Up court, stolen by Blunt. Corey Blunt now to Campbell for the dunk, and the Lakers now have a 13-point lead with 4:33 left.
You got to read that defense. When you come off of that defensive board with a ball, you got to read the defense.
Elden Campbell with 21 points tonight. The Mavericks take time. 4:24 left to go. 91-78 Los Angeles.
When are your mom and dad coming home? This isn't my house. Hey, cool party. Thanks. It's not my house. You sure this guy's not coming home? He works for Fox Sports News. He's always away at games. He practically lives on the road. Can we have some towels? Sure.
Fox Sports News, our announcers go to the game.
This guy's got tons of towels.
Game in and game out. We bring you better Spurs, Mavericks, and Stars coverage on Fox Sports Southwest. Fox Sports News, we are there.
Introducing the 1997 Miller Lite stock car. Sure beats other sedans. The new Miller Lite Indy car. No radio, no heat, but hey, look at that handling. And if it's acceleration you're after, take a look at the Miller Lite Top Fuel Dragster. It leaves everything else at the light. Every Miller Lite car comes with our 16-second roadside assistance plan. We say, shoot, shop, and compare.
Pennzoil technology leads the way again. Pennzoil 97 blows away competition by being first to fully achieve 1997's tougher GF2 motor oil performance standard that requires higher fuel efficiency, reduced volatility burn-off, full-time protection against high-rev foaming. Don't wait. Get tougher GF2 motor oil performance for your car today. Get Pennzoil 97 and get it now.
Sports Southwest presents Mavericks basketball. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by the Gatorade Company, by the Discover Card, by Coors, and by Southwestern Bell. Well, tonight in Dallas, it has been a long fourth quarter for the Mavericks.
Mavericks are 1 out of 10 from the field. 7 points in this period. LA 8 out of 12 from the field, outscoring the Mavericks 23-7. There it is.
Mavericks have it in play. Pack.
There's still time now here.
Bradley rolls free and gets the dunk. Man, he took down Kersey.
Kersey doesn't get a foul on that.
No.
There was a great cross-body block.
Pack putting pressure on Van Exel. Van Exel has been the lightning rod of the Laker offense tonight. Now the Mavericks jump him in a double team. 6 to shoot. Van Exel launching the 3. Campbell the offensive rebound. And a foul on AC Green.
Sean Bradley has 10 blocks tonight. His season high is 11 blocks. His career high is 12 blocks.
And he needs 2 rebounds for a triple-double in this game. Elden Campbell continuing to give the Lakers magnificent play in the absence of Shaquille O'Neal. He's got 22 points tonight and 10 rebounds and 4 blocks, as you see. AC Green the rebound. 12-point game. Pack on the push. Gets inside all the way to the cup. 16 for Pack.
What did I say about a week ago? You keep firing until your ship burns all the way to the water line, and this Maverick team has done that.
Strickland a missed steal. It's Byron Scott with a attempt, and the veteran has 7 points in the game.
Smart play, though. You see how he let the defender go by who was hustling back.
Finley driving on Kersey. There's a bump, no call. Michael offers the shot. Bradley with a follow. Sean Bradley now 1 rebound away from a triple-double.
And it would not be his first, folks. He's had 5 triple-doubles in his career.
13 to shoot for Van Exel, and off the ball we get a whistle, and we get action under the basket. Bradley and Blunt and Kersey and Campbell and also AC Green. What's the call?
We don't have one yet, I don't think. Sean Bradley certainly not backing down. AC Green suggests to Bradley that he just goes to the other end of the floor.
How about this? These are the Mavericks.
I know.
I don't think I've seen this in the 4 years I've been here.
We have not seen this much fight out of the Mavericks. I would have to agree. In the last 2 weeks.
Well, the officials are trying to sort it out. I think Campbell's been thrown out.
Bradley. That's not Bradley University they're chanting
for, I don't believe it is, no.
Well, you got 2:55 left. Let's take a look at the action. Let's see. Watch Bradley on the right-hand side of the screen. Right in number 44. You see he got pushed by Campbell right there, and he retaliated.
We have a flagrant
foul on Campbell. A double technical foul. Both players thrown out, Campbell and Bradley.
Now, that is probably the right call, Jim, in looking at the replay.
Elden Campbell.
Top of your screen, folks. Watch the top of your screen. It's Elden Campbell. There you see Campbell pushes Bradley. AC Green trying to get in there, but he doesn't want to get nailed after 870 consecutive.
Bradley getting a hand as he leaves the arena. 1 rebound short of a triple-double tonight for Sean Bradley. 15,809 in Reunion. Watching a real competitive ball game and enjoying the fight in the Dallas Mavericks, figuratively and literally.
Well, as I mentioned, you keep firing until your ship burns to the water line. I won't mention it again, but that's what the Mavericks have done.
Well, now that they've lost their 7'6" player, you don't have so far to burn down.
Well, Del Harris gets the opportunity to pick the Maverick who will shoot the free throw in a situation like this. Campbell leaves with 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 blocks.
AC Green will shoot the free throws.
AC Green will be shooting the free throws. Mersep is in for Bradley. 2:55 left. It's a 10-point game right now, and these 2 free throws by AC Green. He has made all 4 tonight. He's got 16 points in the contest. Short. Campbell leaving.
Byron Scott, former teammate, steps in there and has something to say to AC Green.
Nine-point game, 3 possessions. 2:55 left.
All right. Don't go away. Stay tuned.
Finley will make the inbounds pass.
A basket here would make it very interesting.
Mersep has it, and a foul on Kersey. Martin Mersep shoots 2, and only 5 seconds went off the clock.
That's right. You just took the words right out of my mouth. The clock stops. You get a chance to get 2 more. You cannot allow Van Exel to go to his left and establish his rhythm. Everybody must stay tight now because you don't have the big threat inside. Kersey, Blunt, Jones, Van Exel, and Byron Scott. Stay tight defensively.
It's a 7-point game.
2 big free throws by Mersep.
He's made all 4 of his free throws tonight. Pack guarding Van Exel. 15,809. Making noise in reunion. Corey Blunt against AC Green. Night on the shot clock.
Yeah, the Mavericks running the shot clock down.
Jones stolen by Strickland. He was out of bounds. Eddie Jones stepped out of bounds. Dallas has it.
You kind of feel like the shoe's on the other foot tonight. You know what I mean? In terms of coming back. Only the Mavericks don't have the lead. They're chasing right now.
Mersep with the ball against Kersey. Martin rolls inside. And it's rebounded by Scott.
The youngster had a good shot, Jim.
Tell you what, a little longer in this league, a little more reputation. He'd have gotten a foul call.
That's right.
15 to shoot.
This is the key defensive assignment right here.
Pack against Van Exel. And now rolling to the hoop is Blunt. Blocked by Mersep. A foul. An offensive foul is called on Blunt. And it was Strickland taking the charge.
Eric Strickland, outstanding, very, very competitive. Watch Strickland move over. He knows how to get the ball back for his club. Look at there.
Oh, man.
Oh, he is tough. He is as tough physically.
He's as tough as they come.
As the Mavericks have had in a long, long time.
Again, a 7-point game with 1:52 left. Pack turns it in from the top. Rebound Mersep. It's a 5-point game. Van Exel hounded by Pack. Van Exel offers the shot and he'll shoot 2. AC Green called for the foul.
The Lakers are going to want to go to Van Exel or Jones or Byron Scott posted up, or on spotting up, I mean. But that's Mersep at the offensive end of the floor with the offensive rebound and putback.
Van Exel, an 83% free thrower. He's made all 3 tonight. And he continues to pour them in. 34 points for Van Exel.
He's an excellent pressure player with the ball, with the shot, with the free throw.
He just doesn't have any confidence. 96-89 Lakers. Pack guarded by Van Exel.
Take care of the ball.
Driving Scott. Now it's Finley. Finley in on Eddie Jones. What a shot by Finley. Gets his own rebound. Battling underneath and a foul called. Michael Finley will shoot 2.
Finley was not to be denied on the offensive board.
Van Exel calls for the foul.
Michael Finley on the jump hook. Watch him go get it back. Mersep got a piece of it. Finley grabbed it, draws the foul, back to the line.
1:21 left. That's his first miss tonight. He had hit 3 in a row. Finley's got 22 points in the game.
The Mavericks may be going to some defensive pressure right now. Clemens talked to Pack. AC Green picked it up. Green is talking to people on the floor. That normally indicates some kind of pressure. There it is. There it is.
96-90. Eddie Jones. Van Exel. Pack stays with him. Ooh, nearly had it pop loose. Eddie Jones, 13 to shoot. Van Exel hounded by Strickland. 7 to shoot. Van Exel's shot over Strickland, and a foul called on Eric Strickland.
Van Exel working Strickland one-on-one. I'll tell you what, he could not beat Strickland. Strickland had that good position. He made it. Watch the position that Strickland has. Van Exel does go up for the jumper.
I didn't see a touch.
Yeah, they got him on that left arm. I guess he reached across. I guess that's the call. I don't know.
6 free throws in a row for Van Exel. The Lakers lead by 7, just inside of a minute for the game. Van Exel shooting for a new season high.
Speaking of season highs, Michael Finley has one in rebounding. He has 10.
Van Exel with a new season high, 37 points. A timeout taken, 59 seconds left. 8-point lead for LA.
I want boom, dot, boom, doom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
Do you know which one ingredient makes my Arch Deluxe so great? It's not just one. That was a trick question. It's all the ingredients of my Arch Deluxe that make it taste so great. Nice hat.
McDonald's Arch Deluxe.
I made it for you. You know, when I created my Crispy Chicken Deluxe, I knew you'd love it. That crisp chicken filet. It's right up your alley.
McDonald's Crispy Chicken Deluxe.
Hey, I have my name on my shirt, too. I made it for you.
Beautiful day for baseball. At AIG, one of our jobs is ensuring your favorite Major League Baseball teams and the stadiums they play in. We ensure the hot dogs you eat there and the satellite broadcasting the game. AIG ensures the gloves, bats, the balls, and fortunately, the cars in the lot. AIG, ensuring your work, life, and everything in between.
37.9 for Nick Van Exel. His career best is 40, and he is the Gatorade player of the game.
On three-pointers, Van Exel was 8 out of 14. The Lakers were 10 out of 22 on three-pointers tonight. The Mavericks were 1 out of 12, at least to this point anyway.
So the Lakers have won the three-for-all. .59 seconds left. The Mavs will take it at the timeline. Michael Finley to make the inbounds pass. Finley brings it to Strickland. Eric lost it off the dribble. Eddie Jones, the loose ball, and the Lakers have the game. Eddie Jones with the dunk. It's 100-90. 50 seconds left.
Strickland really went after Jones. Made a great effort to get back defensively.
Robert Pack off dribble penetration. Pack connecting on the little floater. Pack's had a good game.
That's what you do right now, Jim. You don't worry about the three. You want a basket, you've got to come there.
First set with steal. Now the pass restolen, and the Lakers have a big run out. Byron Scott is set up for the dunk. 102-92 with 31.8 left.
Strickland is bleeding on that left hand right now. He's also got that hand cupped. I hope he's okay.
He's a lefty, remember. 21 seconds left. A three-try by Van Exel, rebounded by Green. And so the Lakers are going to get the victory tonight, and they have defeated the Mavericks 3 straight as Finley rims his three-pointer out with 8 seconds left. Nick Van Exel putting it in the deep freeze. On ahead to Eddie Jones. And the Lakers have the win. But a good ball game here in Reunion tonight as LA improves to 40-19, 18-12 on the road, and they halt a mini 2-game losing streak. It was a night in which Nick Van Exel had a tremendous shooting night. 8 out of 14 on three-pointers. Actually, it was 8 out of 15. I guess he did miss one there toward the end. And the Mavericks just couldn't get back in it.
Yeah, when you think about the things you saw here tonight, Van Exel with a great scoring performance, shooting threes. You had Sean Bradley, who gets 10 block shots. You had Michael Finley, who gets a season-high 10 rebounds in the ballgame. Mavericks were once again extremely competitive. You like to get away from having to say that all the time. You want to talk about wins, but this Maverick team is growing, Jim. They really are, and it's on to Utah for tomorrow night, where it's a Jazz team that is just excellent.
But it adds up to this, a fourth straight loss for the Mavericks as the Lakers win 102-92. And it remains to be seen after that ejection late in the game, Bradley and Campbell, if anyone will have to serve a suspension.
You, and you
have the right to play sports until the cows come home.
You have the right to assemble.
You have the right to be equipped.
You have the right to free speech.
But anything you say can be held against you.
That's life.
Liberty.
And the pursuit of the goal.
But you don't have the right to remain thirsty.
Not when there's Gatorade.
Because every athlete has the right to be quenched.
These are your rights.
Now get out there and exercise them.
Life is a sport.
Drink it up.
Well, in a way, it's lucky the tree stopped your car. Well, you know, it was an old tree, and that porch needed replacing anyway. Check swab it. And the fire could have been much worse. Check swab it.
Always look for the yellow band and make sure it's Swabips.
It was your neighbor's tree. And porch. And fire.
All right, you've got my Discover card statement. Well, I write, but a lot of people don't realize I make wonderful pictures, too. And what I do is I paint on acetate with India ink. I went into Barnes & Noble one time and bought 3 books I myself had written. And I presume I got a royalty as well as the bonus from Discover card.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover.
I think that's me.
Use it where you see the Nova sign.
Beautiful day for baseball.
At AIG, one of our jobs is ensuring your favorite Major League Baseball teams and the stadiums they play in. We ensure the hot dogs you eat there and the satellite broadcasting the game. AIG ensures the gloves, bats, the balls, and fortunately, the cars in the lot. AIG, ensuring your work, life, and everything in between.
Sean Bradley and the Mavs look to take down Elden Campbell and the Lakers. Fox Sports News is now.
First quarter. Lakers wrapping up a 5-game roadie, looking a little bit tired. Michael Finley's dunking. He had 10 points in the first quarter. Second quarter, later in the first, Lakers respond. Nick Van Exel, the runner in the lane. He had a huge night. Under 30 seconds remaining in the first. And there's Van Exel. Goes glass. He had 13 in the first. They're up 1 into the second quarter. More Finley. Eric Strickland addition. Finley's in. Nice reversal, and he gets a roll. Time winding down in the half now. Eddie Jones missed practice yesterday due to the back spasms. He's back, feeling pretty good. Lakers by 1. Third quarter, Van Exel on fire. He had 7 threes in a row at one point. They're up 4. Later in the third, the Sean Bradley show. First of all, spots up, hits the jumper. Then 2 words for Elden Campbell. EC's coming in, and Sean's lining him up. And just, I didn't quite block it. It's denied by the rim, I say. No block shot, although he had 9 of them. Fourth quarter, Lakers answered. Byron Scott, the big 3 ball. They're up 6. Later in the fourth, more Lakers. Van Exel sets up Corey Blunt, who's getting minutes and dunking on Bradley like everybody else. Lakers up 7. Late in the game, things heat up. Sean Bradley wants a piece of Elden Campbell. Somebody step in. A lot of pushing and shoving, nothing really. They both were ejected, though. Van Exel tied a career high with 8 threes to go along with his 37. Lakers 2-3 on their 5-game roadie.
For more now, Fox Scan takes us to Reunion Arena, where Jim Durham and Bob Ortigo are standing by with more on those Mad Mavs. Jim?
It was Nick Van Exel's night as he goes off with a season-high 37 points in the game to lead the Lakers to victory. But as this game comes to an end, a couple things to think about. Eric Strickland injured his left hand. Now, you don't know, but it's possible he won't be able to play tomorrow in Utah. And Bradley, if the league rules that he threw a punch in that skirmish with Elden Campbell, he may be suspended.
Yeah, and those are 2 key players for the Mavericks. I think Finley and Bradley and Strickland are really establishing themselves as fine players for this new Dallas Maverick team. Let's hope that doesn't happen by tomorrow night.
It was a hot ball game tonight in Reunion. Emotions boiled over on occasion, but the fans who were here saw a good one.
Yeah, it really was a good ball game and very competitive. You got to give the Lakers credit. It's a great road win.
By 10 over the Mavericks, they've won the first 3 in the season series. Let's go back to Fox.
All right, thanks a lot, JD and Bob. Another good job. The Mavericks go to Utah next, to a tough place to play. Welcome back inside Stage 2 here at the Fox TV Center. Tom Kirkland and John Walls working with you tonight.
Looking at what's happening with that other team from down in Texas, one of the other clubs, the Houston Rockets. No Charles, no Clyde means no win for the Rockets. At least that's their track record they were trying to change against the Clippers tonight. Houston had yet to win a game this season when Charles Barkley and Clyde Drexler were both out of the lineup. Chuck's out until later in the week with a bad hip. Clyde off the injured list, but not playing yet. The Rockets, though, lead in the first quarter, 27-23. The Clips have won their last 7 at home. The Rockets, losers of their last 8 on the road.
Nets and Blazers going up and down at the Rose Garden. Portland's up 7. Nets have lost 5 straight on the road, 0-1 on their 5-game roadie. Fox Sports News rolls.
This is for Reverend O'Brien, who always told me to give it my best shot. For my grandmother, who showed me what real courage is. And for myself, who found it.
You've become a serious player in the global marketplace. Now, you're looking for a serious partner with the resources to reach every country, reduce paperwork, even help speed packages through customs. Luckily, who you need to know, you know already. Global delivery services from the U.S. Postal Service. Ask for the world. We'll deliver.
Good decision. We're right here and right there with everything you need on a busy Tuesday. 10 NBA runs and wall-to-wall college ball. It is, after all, tournament week, but it's nothing new around here. Our fever runs high year-round at Fox Sports News. Welcome to Stage 2. Tom Kirkland and John Walls working for you tonight.
We'll take care of that college craving in just a little bit. We start off tonight, though, in the NBA. Sure seems like a long way to go just to see the same old faces. The Sonics beat the Magic Sunday in Orlando. Then both teams jumped on planes, flew 3,000 miles for tonight's rematch in Seattle. Gary Payton outplayed Penny over the weekend. Tonight, Hardaway looking perhaps for a little payback here. First quarter, Sonics on the run. Payton to Terry Cummings, and Seattle led by 5 after 1. Second quarter, Ronnie Cycling going to work down the block. Just clear out and let him take it. And the Magic with the bucket were only down by 4. How about Penny? Well, he says he was looking forward to the rematch. The first half didn't prove it. He was shut out. Zippo on the scoreboard, and Seattle took advantage of that. Hersey Hawkins, and again from the outside. They led by 7. Third quarter, now here comes Penny bombing for 3. Penny again, and Orlando pulls within 1. Still in the third quarter, more bombing. Dennis Scott from 25 feet out. The Magic on a 21-6 run. They led by 9 after 3. Fourth quarter, it was all Penny. Brian Shaw inside. The Magic up by 10 then. Hardaway, another 3. He had 26 points all in the second half. The Magic win it going away. 101-89. They are now 7-1 under Richie Adubato. The Magic outscored the Sonics, by the way, 32-16 in that decisive third quarter.
All right, Lakers and Mavs going up and down. The Lakers on a long roadie, maybe a little tired. Michael Finley's dunking on the break. He had 10 in the first quarter. Lakers, though, they're in there. Nick Van Exel throws up the high rainmaker for 2. He had 13 in the first quarter. And then here, he's going glass. They're up by 1. Second quarter, more from Finley. Eric Strickland, the nice setup. Finley has the baseline and also a friend on the rim who tips it in. Mavs led by 1. Time winding down at the half. Eddie Jones had some back spasms, missed practice. I'd say he's feeling pretty good. The three-pointer put the Lakers up 1 at the half. Third quarter, Van Exel on fire. Hit 7 threes in a row at one point. Lakers up 4. Then Bradley taking over. There's the jump shot. Then Elden Campbell intimidated by Bradley here. Elden locked up one-on-one, goes right around Sean. But look, Elden's in, but he's blocked by the rim. Oh, Elden, that's not good. Fourth quarter, Lakers right in there. Van Exel zips it to Corey Blunt after Byron Scott hits that 3. Got a little ahead of myself, got a little excited. Then Van Exel down low to Blunt for the jam. Lakers up 7. Late in the game, things heat. Bradley and Campbell, they're disagreeing about something. Step in, break it up. Both guys ejected. Nothing major there. Van Exel ties a career high with 8 threes to go along with his 37 points. Lakers have won 23 of the last 25. Lakers wind up their 5-game roadie, 2-3. Not bad. After ripping that 21-game home court winning streak, Atlanta's lost 2 of their last 5 homies, and the Hawks can feel the sting of the Hornets lurking just 2 games behind for that 5th spot in the East. Tonight, another return for Mike Fratello and his Cavaliers. See what's going on in this one. Bob Sura walks in, sets up Potapico, who's dunking. Cavs up 5. Time running out in the first. Blaylock. Mookie misses, but somebody's got to put a body on Christian Laettner. That's a long rebound, and the buzzer hits the 2. Hawks still down 5 after 1. Second quarter, Terrell Brandon, look at the bullet in there for Potapico, who gets hammered by Ty Corbin. Strong kid gets the 2 and the foul. Third quarter, Hawks answer. Blaylock with the crossover and the lay-in. Nice move. They're up 5. Cavs hanging around. Bobby Sura penetrates and gives off to Tyrone Hill, who's playing on a tender ankle, but looks pretty good there. Cavs down 4 after 3. Fourth quarter, Hawks take control. Christian Laettner drives in, absorbs the contact, and drops it in. They're up 10, and then they're pulling away. Dikembe Mutombo spins, and the finger roll. Hawks win by 5. It was not quite this close. They've won 25 of their last 27 at home. Corbin, Laettner, and Blaylock combined for 61 of Atlanta's 93 points.
Miami at Detroit tonight. Pat Riley and the Heat going without Zoe, and what they find out early here is that Theo Ratliff will take advantage of that in a big way. The Pistons up by 2 early. Miami coming back, though. Timmy Hardaway, one of 16 assists he had on the night. That was a season high for him. Isaac Austin with the honors, and Miami led by 2 after 1. Second quarter, Grant Hill doing what Grant Hill does. And Detroit had a 3-point lead. Final seconds now of the half. Keith Askins, can he beat the buzzer? Collects himself and delivers, and Miami led at the half 54-50. Third quarter now, the Heat stay hot. Vashawn Leonard for 3. Leonard again this time. He goes right side. Miami up by 4 after 3. And then Tim Hardaway just took over. Hardaway for 3. Hardaway again for 3. And you think he might get tired of this. Maybe that was their plan. Leave him alone. Maybe he'll run out of gas. Well, didn't work. Miami wins it 108-99. Hardaway with 16 assists had 28 points. The Heat have won 5 of their last 6 on the road. The Pistons have dropped their last 7 at home.
Now we jump over to Update Alley. Lionel Bienvenu jumps in, and last summer Desmond Howard's stock was at the bottom, and all of a sudden everybody wants him.
His career going the way of the dinosaur before